Okay, go ahead with your recap.
Okay. Last time we started on our way to Candlekeep, traveling between Baldur's Gate and Candlekeep. We did a quick flashback because Vin wasn't with us the time before, so we just kind of did a quick recap of those items. But Vin and Tamila had a conversation about her family curse, and a little bit about his stick, and just got some clarification on what's happening there. Nebula's staff, Vin used the wood from the Feywild and the fancy picture frame to make this beautiful winged quarterstaff with a special mount for Nebula's skull. So now she's a skull and a stick and has wings, almost like Tiamat, which is very, very nice. And Jimothy, I think, is carrying her around on that. But we did go into Candlekeep and need to trade in some kind of text in order to get in. Frisk gets in fine. He doesn't need to do anything. So does Pavel. I give my account of my family curse. Vin gives instructions on wood care. Unfortunately, they weren't interested so much in his notes on how he got his name. And Spinch gave a day in the life of a living shield, which they took those pieces in order for us to get in. We are allowed into the Court of Air, but not into the main library of Candlekeep. So we decide to go speak to the keeper at the Emerald Door, who's an older man with a green cowl, in order to ask about some research that they could get for us. I wrote down Rafiki. I don't think that's his name. I wrote a question mark next to it. But,
I think it's just Rafik.
Rafik, okay.
Yeah. Isn't Rafiki from Lion King?
The monkey in Lion King, yep. That's probably why I wrote it down. People are referring to us as seekers, which I like. I like that we are seekers. But we asked for information. Pavel asked about fire monsters. I asked about my devils, specifically. Vin asked about the plane of candy. And Spinch asked for research on orchords, and also on unique cooking recipes. But after that, we went to the House of Rest, where eventually our research was kind of brought to us, and we got some information. The House of Rest, a really beautiful place with the Firefly cellars and everything like that. But also, they can sell a magic mansion for 50 gold pieces, which Vin bought for the group, and he made us the unicorn house, and there's unicorn vines everywhere, and it's so beautiful, with lots of theming around like the Feywild, and there's 4 bedrooms with nice big king beds, but there's also a large library, a cat room for Shadow, and a giant kitchen that we all get to enjoy. Spinch is very happy with the kitchen. He asks us about our favorite foods. Frisk's favorite food is curry. Vin's favorite food is chicken fingers and fries with a sweet strawberry sauce. Tamila's favorite food is peach shortcake and cinnamon sugar. Shadow's favorite food is fresh salmon. And Pavel's favorite food is blueberry pie. Eventually an imp comes and knocks on our door. Come catch us, but Spinch hit it. Tamil healed it, kind of begrudgingly, but it offers to take us till Silvera. His name is Yap.
Pip, yeah.
There's so many P's. Pip Pap. There's so many P's in there. But apparently Silvera, which I'm also maybe not pronouncing right, specialty is in devils. Spinch offers to buy the imp a drink. I talk with Pavel for a minute, and to Nebula. But eventually, we have, with the letter from the imp, we're able to get through the Emerald Door and go into Candlekeep itself. And we see Silvera. She greets Fisk. She is considered a great reader, which is a title, I believe, at the library. And she tells us about invasions of devils, sightings in Elturel and Baldur's Gate. And she conjures a teapot and some comfy chairs, and we talk with her for a while. There's a theory on what happened to Elturel, that the Creed Resolute bound people to guard the city, and she suspects that Krieg used Thavius Krieg used the Creed Resolute to bind the citizens to his deal, and that proof was in the puzzle box that Pavel has. So she took the puzzle box, she put some liquid on it, which was able to open the puzzle box. and explain that these are used to hold devil contracts, and this is a contract from Thabius Creek to Zerial. And we have the text of the exact contract that basically does exactly what she said. It pledges the people to Zerial and to defend Elturel, which is now in hell, and is now the people that are pledged to defend Elturel are now conscripted into this terrible war in hell, basically. It also kind of explains the companion a little bit. Insidiator means one who lies in ambush. It's the name of the magical vice. It's the name of the companion. I asked her about giving some liquid in order to open more puzzle boxes in the future, and she says maybe. And then we have some long conversations about the shield. The shield is the shield of Gargoth. The shield is of celestial make, and we believe, and at least she believes, that Asmodeus trapped his devil accountant inside the shield, and the accountant is Gargoth, and the accountant wants to get out by killing Bell. Farfax is Gargoth. I wrote that in bold. Farfax is Gargoth.
Yes.
He's an Archduke of Avernus. First Gargoth, then Bell, then Zerial. Hierarchy. They go through a lot of Archdukes in Avernus, but it was first Gargoth, then Bell, then Zerial. All of them serve Asmodeus. Dis became the new accountant, but not the new Archfurnace, and Dis is the Archduke of the second layer of Hell, which is Dis. Also Dis. That's not confusing. No one knows how.
The name of the devil, and the
Dispater's the name of the devil. She is the She's second layer of Hell is Dis. Yes. She's the new accountant. Cool.
Yes.
And Tiamat guards the gate in between. No one knows how Gargoth pissed off Asmodeus, only that he did, and now Gargoth is being punished, apparently by being stuck inside a shield. We are now pretty sure that it's a devil in a celestial shield, specifically because it speaks Infernal and does not seem to know Celestial as a language. Which is kind of the tipping point, because the shield's lying. The shield is claiming the opposite's true, that it's a celestial stuck in an infernal shield, not a fiend stuck in a celestial shield. But anyways, there will be a meeting tomorrow. We are invited to come, and at the end, she gave us a list of magic items that we can shop for.
Mm-hmm.
That is my list of what happened last time. It was a good session. It was a really good session.
Mm-hmm. Any other things anyone would like to add?
There was we did some retconning, and we got to flesh out and understand a lot more of Tamilla's story and what she is dealing with her family. Some ancestor having made a deal with and you talked about this when we got here to Candlekeep. You went to look for information about this devil, and I think we have the name, but it's escaping me. Amudusius, I think. And how I think there was a lot of teasing of her about her destiny to undo this curse. But we're all on board, I think.
That's nice.
Awesome. All right, so you are here. There is an avowed attendant here with your big catalog of items. Fisk is just kind of like perusing some books. Pip Yap is chatting away with Spinch, and you're welcome to purchase any items.
Can you share the items again with us?
Yes.
I can go first because I think I know what I want, which is one first level spell scroll, one second level, and one third level, and then 75 gold worth of of wizard materials, and also to ask how much it would cost to take this lovely staff that Vin made for me and turn it into an arcane focus.
Yeah, that could cost 300 gold.
Oh no. How much is like a staff arcane focus if I were to just buy an existing one?
Let me see.
Oh no. No, I mean I guess I don't need it to be an arcane focus.
I'll double check, but yeah, I'll pull it.
Yeah.
Also, completely out of character, just checking. Sure you don't want a +1 tome? That's kind of awesome, and it's only 500 gold.
I mean, I don't have to take this 3rd level spell scroll. I was debating between Tiny Hut and the +1 spell book. And I thought that Tiny Hut, though I can't use it immediately, and I don't have I need 150 gold worth of inks and things that I don't have, because I'm gonna use all my inks on other stuff. I feel like Tiny Hut is gonna be helpful.
It would. I feel like the group, like this is talking out of character, but I feel like the group would probably give the wizard gold because we understand that wizards have expensive things they need that help all of us. So if you wanted to, if you don't have to, I think, be limited just to your gold if both those things are helpful.
It would be an actual arcane focus is 5 gold. I didn't realize it was so cheap, so we'll reduce the price to 50 gold for the enchantment. For the spell slot.
I have 32 gold left after all of the things I want to buy.
Well, didn't Spinch offer up
Yes,
gold
Spinch
as
offered
well?
some gold to the cause. So yeah, if you want to use some of that gold, just put it in the chat.
Spinch has 398 gold willing to spend on above mentioned items. We need to crowdsource.
I know they wanted that. They wanted a candle, I think. So we can maybe leave if we try to leave them enough for that. Even with that though, you're at 32. You'd only need 18 to get it made.
Get the staff made.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's do that. I'm gonna start writing some stuff down. So for Spinch, he's gonna spend 275 on a candle, and he's gonna give Pavel 18 for the nebula staff. Okay. That is 398 minus that. Need to pull out a calculator, not because I can't do it, but just because I don't trust myself. What are you thinking, Ben?
My current thought is to. I have. What do I have? I have an actual one. I have 968 gold. My thought was to get the. What was it? I have to find it again. The rod of flame extinguishing. Mostly because Vin works mostly with wood, and the idea of things burning is not really a good thing. But if you need money for your special boots, that might change.
No. So Tamila has. Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
Well, yeah. To the boots are awesome for right now, but eventually Tamila is going to get a class ability that would probably let these boots go to someone else. Just an FYI. But they'd be awesome for her right now, for sure. Or for anyone. Tamilla's got 1,000 gold. She can 100% be chipping in for other people. She didn't buy very much at the last shop, and she's been kind of hoarding gold for no reason because she doesn't have as much to buy. Pavel, did you say you're going to get an egg? What else did you say you're going to get an egg? You're going to get an egg and 3 spells?
I was not getting an egg.
You were not getting an egg.
I was
What else
just
did you get?
You were getting the.
I was getting the 3 spells and some wizard supplies.
Okay. Ooh, Pavel needs an egg. Okay, I'm going to, if I can, I'm going to see if I can have enough for the Boots of the Path, an egg, and a tome for Pavel. Let me see if I have enough for that. So that would be
Milla.
350. Well, it's group money. I expect you to use your tome to help the group. Okay, so 350 plus 125 plus 500 should be enough. That is math. That is clear. 350 plus 125 plus 500 is 975 gold. I have enough. Okay, did everyone kind of get what they wanted from that?
That's why I was I am an exact amount. I'm 32 gold short of the rod. So if
I
it's
have
between
32
either Spinch
remaining.
or you. Okay.
Well, actually, so I don't want to speak for Spinch or Olivia with him not being here, but Spinch probably actually has the most because he had 105 remaining, and I will have less. I'll have about that.
So one thing about the tomes is that they are spellcasting foci.
You don't have to use it as a spell casting focus.
Right.
You can.
Right.
If your staff breaks or gets separated, you can still cast spells.
Yeah. So we could be. I'm just saying we could be a little bit more economical with that 50 gold if we are getting a staff. And also, part of me now wants to let Spinch have Nebula so that he has someone to talk to.
That's funny. Okay. Oh, if we don't get a talking shield, let's see whether or not they can accommodate the talking shield thing. But that's such a good backup plan. Oh, that's so smart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you decide whether or not you want to spend 50 gold on the staff, but I'm going to get you a tome. You need to decide if you want an expeditious tome or if you just want a regular magic tome. Both have a +1 to attack, so it's just if you want the.
I think it's hold on. I think it's I think they're both 500 gold. I think the regular tome has a +1 to spell attack, and the expeditious reduces the time for ritual casting, and they both give a bonus to spell save DC. I need to reopen it because that's what I think. And of those, I prefer the expeditious, if I remembered correctly, because I'm not really going for anything that does an attack roll because everyone else does attacks in so many attacks, and so I'm trying to cover other options, and I just feel like speeding up the rituals is going to be better.
I agree.
I might be wrong, but
no, yeah. I think that's awesome. I think the expeditious one's really cool. Okay, so let's see. So Pavel's tapped for money. Vin is tapped for money and was 32 shy. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I think I would take a bet that Olivia would be, or I should, Spinch would be okay with that, but we probably should check when they get in.
Well, we can go ahead and I can just give it to you. I had 95 gold remaining, so I'm going to give it to you out of my pool. And then if Olivia, when she gets in, wants to anyway redistribute gold to the group, we might just pool all our gold back together and split back into 4 if you all want. But that is also acceptable if you all want.
Okay.
That might be a thing. But for right now, before Olivia gets back, I'm just taking the 275 for the candle and the 18 for Pavel out of Olivia's, and I'm taking the 32 out of mine.
Great.
Okay.
See, minus 32. Okay, so I have 63 gold left over, and Olivia has 105 gold left over. Right. Just for my notes, Vin, what did you buy again?
The Rod of Flame Extinguishing.
Rod of Flame Extinguishing. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see. My notes are a mess, but I think it does have everything written down. Okay, let me just write my mind real quick. Camilla's going to get the egg, book, and boots. Okay, do we want to do a tally to make sure I'm right, or do we guys just trust this is correct? I'm fine doing a tally.
I trust
I
it.
definitely trust you. Yeah.
I hear the calculator going.
That's fun. Okay. So I'm going to bump. So just to clarify, Pavel's getting 3 spells in his supplies. He's also going to take 18 gold from Spench in order to get the staff enchanted. Is that correct, Timothy?
Yeah, we'll do that. Yep.
We'll do that. Okay, perfect. Then Spinch is going to pay 275 for what was Spinch buying? He wanted something. He wanted a candle. Yes, Spinch wanted the candle for 275. That puts Spinch at 105 remaining. He'll get the candle. The only thing that he gets. Vin is going to get the Rod of Flame Extinguishing. Tamilla's going to give him some gold for it. And then Tamilla's going to get the egg, the book, and the boots. And she's going to give the egg and the book both to Pavel to hold on to.
I do feel complimentary with the book. He hands you a cloak, which bears the same symbol as the Avowed, which is the god of Denier. It's a lit candle above an open eye, and it's a crushed purple velvet cloak. And it can hold a book.
Pavel?
Yep, it can hold a book, and it keeps it 1/10 of the weight, and it protects it from like moisture and stuff.
Can you repeat that? I was doing inventory
You should
things.
see the handout. It might be hidden among things, but
Is it? Oh, is it in the
Denier cloak? Yep.
Deem, are you good with me marking off gold on Spinches and mine and giving those items into the inventory?
Mm-hmm.
Ash, you okay with that?
Yep. Add your items. You can use the descriptions from the shopping handout. I don't have individual handouts for each item.
I will just add into her features and traits, and she can move it somewhere else if she wants to.
Sounds good.
Okay. And then mark off on her gold down to 105.
Okay, I don't know how Pavel feels about wearing this cloak.
Complimentary on the house.
Compliment. Oh boy. Pavel is just like staring at this eye on the back of this cloak. Oh my gosh.
What are you thinking, Pavel? It's a nice cloak, huh? So very fashionable.
It is. It really
Everyone will know
is.
how devout you are to
No. Who even is Denier?
The avowed monk looks horrified.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love it. It is my. I'm gonna put it on right now. Yeah, I take it out and I put it on. Why don't you tell me about Denier, Mr. Avowed Monk?
Yes, you'll see he is wearing let's pull up. I want to do the handout 1 sec. He's wearing like a full big tabard that has the symbol of Denier on it, which is the same symbol that you have on your cloak now. And he says, well, Denier is our primary sponsor, the primary person we give our words to. He serves Ogma, who is the god of knowledge, and Ogma works with Mystra, the goddess of magic, and all the three of them are great patrons of Candlekeep.
I'm sorry. One more time. I'm still kind of. I don't know why it is, but I have like so many things going through my head in this moment as you're trying to talk to me. I'm very rude. What is the relationship between Denier and Ogma? Is Denier a god?
Yes, Denier is a lesser god. He's the scribe of Ogma, given purpose for his search of the metatext, a single perfect work of writing that will unfold the mysteries of the multiverse. We seek to aid him in that search here by collecting all texts.
And does he peruse the library?
Through our devotion, yes, he is able to see the library and all of its contents.
Huh. And my eyes just sort of like flick down to the eye, and I feel strangely watched.
Ogma is the god of inspiration, invention, and knowledge. Generally a patron of bards, but also of all libraries. And he works with Mystra, the goddess of magic.
Do you know anything about a fork? This is a random question.
A fork?
Yeah, I mean,
An
if
eating
you wanted
utensil?
to like, well, kind of. If you were to, I understand that if you wanted to, like, talk to or see, like Denier or Ogma or Mystra, that you might need a fork for that kind of a thing. Have you ever heard of something like that?
It sounds like a component for the plane shift spell, 7th level spell.
7th level. Excellent.
Yes.
I see.
Our great
That
readers
makes-
can perform such amazing acts.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Seeker. Do you all seek anything else?
Can you remind us what time this meeting was that Silvera wanted us to attend?
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
Any recommendation on what we do between now and then?
Well, we'll have to bring you back to the Court of Air, and you may enjoy the bar or the inn, or speak with the other monks, seek knowledge at the Emerald Door. Anything of your choosing. Fisk speaks up and says, "You should probably get some rest. It sounds like you're not gonna get a good rest for a while." Where are you planning on going?
I have some things I need to finish up.
So,
Okay.
they will bring you back to the Emerald Door, which is here, where you see the keeper of the door is there waiting, and you see avowed monks bustling around, coming and going. You have the all of the inn, the bar, and you can look around and see if you can find anything else around here.
I think Vin is just gonna go back to his room at the mansion, which is still there.
Mhm.
Should still be up.
Yep.
Yeah, Vin's just gonna go back to his room at the mansion and for sure 100% finish up the project that he's been working on.
Yes, 100% you do.
Nice.
All right. What about the other folks?
I'm sorry, I am trying to figure out how to add a property to my expeditious tome that gives it +1 to the spell save DC. I might just do it from my gear, but I'm probably gonna forget that I have it there if I ever lose the book or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have a lot. I'm not done
No worries.
sorting my inventory. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted too, just with my trying to clean up my notes and inventory and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's good. Okay.
But Pavel is gonna just get on to wizard homework with his time. I don't think I have enough. I can do a. I don't think that I can do a potion. I I have to look in the bag of holding. I think to find it. I think the stuff is there. Yeah, no, I do not have enough. Okay, I can't do a new potion. So yeah, just gonna do wizard homework.
Yeah, if we're just doing passing time things, I would like to try to make more arrows, probably.
Okay.
I think I had something else I want to do, but I can't think of what it was. Remind me, DM, how can I make arrows, or do I have to like roll for it, or what goes on with that?
Yeah, so I think are you using the Spine Devil arrows?
Yes, I want to. I am throwing away my perfectly good arrows and replacing it with these, so I'm not carrying a ridiculous amount of arrows.
Nice. Yeah. For each hour, roll 2d6.
How many hours do we have?
Right now it's probably about dinner time. I'd say like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So it's up to you guys. How your meeting's at 9 a.m.
How long until until Pavel and Vin finished what they're doing?
Vin needed an hour. Pavel needs 3 hours?
I don't even know what I'm scribing yet. I am so far behind. I can do I can do 1 hour actually, yeah, I can do very happily do 3 hours of spell scribing.
I will do 3 hours then, so I'm gonna roll what is that, 66? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I found it, guys. I found the spell
Nice.
save DC mod.
Yay!
Nice.
Yay!
And that is over the number of arrows I want to make. So I have all 40 arrows are now Spine Devil arrows. I'm so happy.
Yay!
So Vin, you have 2 hours of goofing off. You can do.
Yeah, if you're okay, because I have to remove some things. I have another branch.
Okay.
This one was from, what do I have? I have so many random things in my inventory. This one was from the drawing tree.
Yes.
Yeah. So I will spend the remaining 2 hours working on that to see if I can make some
Okay.
progress there.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me your tools checks. Give me 2.
Yeah. With dexterity?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
1. And there's 2.
Okay. Yep. So, yeah, you feel that you're halfway done with what you're trying to achieve, whatever that may be.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
So many secrets.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wait, I guess.
You notice
I think
Spinch walks away for like an hour and then comes back.
Doing all right, Spinch?
Yes, I just wanted to talk to the keeper of the door.
Be able to help you find anything? Or not yet?
Not yet.
Maybe soon.
I hope so. Right about 9:30, after your 3 hours, you do hear tapping at the door.
I'll go get it if no one else does.
Yeah. You got it.
Yep.
Okay,
I go open the door.
great. Hang on, I'm pulling up a handout. Oh, okay. I didn't sort it yet. You see an old, battle-hardened wizard at the door. He looks around for a second and then looks down and sees you. Hello. May I inquire if perchance you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Pavel?
I'll have to check. 1 second and close the door.
Oh.
And I'm going to shout, Pavel, there's a weird talking guy for you at the door.
This is I am actually finally done with everything, so I can do things. This is right at the end of the 3 hours.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So Pavel is in the library, back in the library of this magnificent mansion, which is where he wants to be. And he's just doing this final little curly cue on his new page. I mean, another question here. Could
Mhm.
I have been attuning to the spell tome at the same time as I was doing this?
Yes. I'll allow it.
Okay. So
You're
Pavel
attuned.
is very excited. He's still wearing the denier cloak for now. Well, I guess while he's in Candlekeep, he's gonna wear it. And so he has that on, and he is just he has this book now, and he's kind of really excited and giddy about having a book, as opposed to before where he just had all these crumpled up, unorganized papers that he had in a sack.
Mhm.
And now he's got a proper book, and he's put in his first couple of spells into it, and he's actual wizard, look at me, I'm a wizard. And he's just having this little moment, and then he hears Tamila. He's and he closes it up and puts the book into his special pocket in his cloak, and he kind of shakes his head that's weird, but he'll come. But what are you talking about, Tamila? What?
Well, he asked if you were here. Do you want me to lie to him and say you're not here?
Who asked?
Oh, no idea.
Hmm. I mean,
is there? I wonder if there's like a spy hole kind of a thing. Is there a spy hole in the door? You know what I'm talking about?
it goes to a different plane of existence.
Like, no, goes to the area specifically outside the store.
Vin, would you
Like-
have
like-
wanted a spy hole? People.
A
I
window
don't think I
looking
would have
out?
requested it, and I've
Alright.
said this before, so I think it's a roll.
Okay. Yeah.
There's this high, it's high low, low no, high yes,
Okay.
no.
No.
Gotta talk to Vin about his decision making on things like this. Okay.
Um,
So you stand there, and then I'm gonna open the door, look at it, and I'm gonna close the door again.
no,
Okay.
we can just talk to him.
You can just talk to him. Okay, you can just talk to
Yeah.
him.
Hello. I walk up and open the door. Hello? Hello?
Ah, I spy the object of my pursuit. You are Pavel?
Uh-oh. I am a person, not an object.
Fair. Good point. Yes, the person of my pursuit. It sounds better anyways.
Yes, I am. Who are you? Who is asking? I am Pavel.
Who am I? Surely you know me. I'm Elminster Aumar,
I'm gonna squint at him.
also known as Stinkbeard, the crafty, the one who walks, Old Sage, the wise, the old mage, the sage of Shadowdale, Doombringer of Mystra, Old Weirdbeard, Elminster the wise, or Weave Master.
Oh, he's great. Do I recognize any of these titles?
Yeah, I gotta make an Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I probably do.
Yeah, you recognize he is a very accomplished wizard that survived for thousands of years somehow, and is a chosen of the goddess Mystra. Some say he's responsible for the creation of Waterdeep and putting the politics in play there.
He's
He's super powerful. The only wielder of Silver Fire, which is a special spell granted to him for being chosen of Mystra.
Yeah, my one shooter. I'm fangirling so hard. Oh my god.
You're telling me that you are the old weird, and that you're
Yes.
looking for me?
Is this beard not weird? He waggles his
mean, there are-
mustache a little bit.
There are many weird beards, but this is the weirdest that I have ever seen.
And it's a fair bit miffed, too, finding myself forced to use quite a high-level spell on your behalf.
Oh my. Why? What do you need? What do you need from me?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Pavel. I hope you know of whom I speak.
Oh no.
You know, some wine, some bread, some cheese would appear unto me as a feast. Surely you would begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it.
I look at Tamila and I'm like,
I mean, it
Can I
didn't
let
say
him
he would
in?
come in the door, so like, I
I'm
don't think he can
inclined. We need Vin.
We
I
could away
cannot.
to the hearth, the bar.
Hey, do you want to try stepping in the door to see if it works?
I know this spell quite well. It will not work.
Okay. I mean, Vin, we have a visitor.
I mean, Pavel, if you want to go talk to him in the tavern, we can like come join you and buy him food out there.
Is that good for you? I don't know your name. You have so many names, Mr. Weirdbeard.
Elminster.
Elminster.
Weirdbeard
Is that good for you to meet in the tavern, or would it be better for you to join us in our special little?
Yes, walk with me.
Well, you know what it is. I'm sorry. I think I spoke.
Oh,
over
sorry. Yes, walk with me. Let's go. To the
You.
hearth.
Okay. I will follow him to the hearth.
I'm gonna go run and get Vin and Spinch, and we're gonna go spy on them.
Make a stealth check for spying.
Does Spinch come with me? Does Vin?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Protecting. Keep protecting.
Vin has a little bit of a twitch when you come in the room. Actually, yeah, Vin doesn't see you at all. Vin doesn't see you at all with that. Yeah,
well, this is
Vin's
after.
I'm not
working on this
stealthing
thing.
yet. I'm not stealthing yet. I am going to get you, and then we're all going to stealth
okay.
together. Is the plan? So I came up to your door, and I am knocking.
Yeah, Vin has a little. He's like, "What? I'm busy."
You want to spy on Pavel? He's got a weird friend visiting him.
How weird? Like,
Super weird.
I mean, like weird. Like, describe him, but like a person I would know.
Remember that Volo dude that was kind of in your house that was like that you grew up in? That kind of weird. I feel like he gives me that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
So just
But also
smart. So
very wizardy.
too smart for his own good. Weird.
Absolutely, so very much so.
Okay. All right. Hang on. He goes up to the door and like, as like nimbly as possible, like goes to the door, like keeping it as shut as possible, and then slides through.
I am not trying to look. He also kind of reminds me what I imagine Santa Claus might look like. That I start walking off.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I guess. Who's Santa Claus?
Vin, give me a stealth check for the tavern spying.
Oh yes, I
We'll
suppose.
say
Vin
Spinch
should.
just follows. So Spinch will.
So you want me to roll for Spinch?
Oh,
nah,
nice.
You two definitely. It
Double
doesn't matter
23.
what Spinch rolls. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
So you enter the tavern. It's fairly busy with monks. There's an ogre reading in the corner, quietly. And you see Elminster and Pavel finding a table. Where immediately an avowed brings a fine wine, bread and cheese to the table. The art of hospitality begets inspired new works if one only keeps up the practice. Don't you agree, Pavel? Are you on mute?
Indeed. Yes.
Indeed. Now, graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, we can take this slowly. I reach for some of the fine wine.
Oh yeah. He pours you
Yeah.
a glass and himself a glass and has a
Just
sip.
like I have more than a sip.
Okay. I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mystra, she whom you spurred in the city of the dead, and she who sees you defying the gods, wishes you to hear the following. He produces a silver piece that's emblazoned with a light blue star and sets it on the table. Pick it up, my boy.
Things. This feels very intense, but I will reach out and pick up the coin.
You recognize the magic mouth spell as you hear a voice come from the coin. I am Mystra. I am the Lady of Might and the Mistress of Magic. I am power incarnate. Whenever magic is worked, there am I. From the cold poles of Toril to its hottest jungles, whatever the hand or claw or will that works the sorcery, behold me and fear me. Yet behold me and love me, as all who deal with me in honesty do. This world is my domain. I am magic, mightiest among all those men worship. I am the one true spell at the heart of all spells. There is no other. Until you see reason and show me respect, you shall know my power. You suddenly feel as if your mind is clouded, and your connection to the weave is more difficult. For each level of spells that you have one less spell slot.
Ah.
Elminster frowns and pushes the wine towards you. With that, I have done my sorry act. Should you see reason in her words, you must thank Mystra for every successful spell you cast until she is appeased. To have Mistra's eye could be a boon or a curse, depending on how you act.
The eye is the coin?
It was more of a metaphor, my boy. As in
I see.
could
Her
be-
attention. I see.
Yes.
I feel clouded.
Yes, I imagine you do.
Very good. Very good.
Would you
Thank
like some advice from the great Elminster?
Yes, please.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the fates of mortal days. And yet a notion born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breath of our dominion, be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Have a strong will, Pavel. I hope this won't be our last meeting. Fare thee well. He stands up and makes sure you have enough wine, orders another wine for your table and leaves.
Yeah. I'm just, as soon as he leaves, I pick up the bottle and I'm just like chugging it straight from the bottle. I do not need a cup.
Yep. So, yeah, the takeaway there is if you thank Mystra for every successful spell, maybe this will go away.
Why?
I think
Why
after
does she care?
Does Vin and Tamila hear all of this, correct?
Yeah, you would have heard all of it, and Elminster didn't, notice you were there at all.
Great. Vin says, I don't know, I feel like that must have been some pretty good news, because Pavel's freaking, he's celebrating.
Come on, go celebrate with him.
That's a great idea.
Hey, Pavel, you okay there? Did we hear the magic coin, or was that just from Pavel's
Hey,
head?
Tamila.
You would have heard her speak, yeah, and it was very loud and, demanding authority.
You doing okay?
Yeah,
Said a lot of big words. Big words are
of-
good, right?
Not
Goddess
these
spoke
words.
to you?
Not these big words.
That's always good.
No, it's.
No?
I'm just like. I just grab the bottle again and take it out.
Oh, Pavel.
What? I don't. Where did you come from? Did you hear all of that?
We were right over there.
And I
Points to,
look.
the booth right next to him.
I look back. I'm like, what? What did you? This is not good.
Pavel, lots of people have reasons to spur gods in this world. Why do you hate them so much?
hate them. I just think that they belong in their space in the multiverse, and we belong in ours, and they don't need to cross over, or they don't need to influence us. They don't need to get in our way, or I don't know. It's nothing. I just don't trust anything can hold that kind of power over me. That is that powerful and different. I don't care if it's a god or an angel or a devil or whatever it be. Can't trust something when they hold all of the cards.
Well, maybe you should take this as a sign that they don't. You know, I mean, if she's all powerful, she'd just make you do what she wanted to, right? But instead, she's asking you to.
Instead, she is coercing me by making me stupider. Do I look stupider? I feel like I look stupider.
Vin holds up a hand and just and then stops himself from answering.
Spinch says, "You still look very smart, Pavel."
How you do? Look at you. You're wearing the robe of like a real wizard, carrying around your spell book.
Put it away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mystra.
It'll be all right, Pavel. You'll figure it out.
Okay. Yep.
I don't have words to help. I'm very sad.
Yeah.
Don't say that out loud.
I was going to say, Vin's trying to find a comparison for himself, and he's like, wait, I don't understand. If someone took my punch away, who would take my punch?
The
who would
ogre
take?
walks over to the table. Hello.
Hi.
It's nice not to see a vow, to see seekers. Do you like to read?
Who's he talking to specifically? Just all
everyone
of us?
at the table, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pavel is
not
very
really.
distracted at the
Pavel
moment.
does. Pavel's not doing great right now. Pavel needs probably another drink or two to be okay.
Yes, you look very sad. I have books I give to you. He hands you a big stack. Like, it's easy for him to lift it, but it's like 10 books that he just sets on the table and says, "There is variety here since you are a variety lot." Anyways, I go read. If you want to chat, I am here. I love chatting. And he walks over. Every step thuds all the tables as he walks to his little reading nook.
This is just a random ogre that was just in the tavern?
Mm-hmm, yep.
Oh, I feel like we were a little rude to him. What's the first book on top of the stack? I'll pick it up.
You see... where did I... Let's go. A second. Oh, I have to share it. You see, the first book is A Brush with Evil on Hags. And these are the other books. When you choose to read it, I'll share it with you.
Oh, wow. Third from the bottom's got promise.
Yeah. You know what? I'll take a peruse on a little bit of light reading. I'll take On Death and Resurrection.
Okay.
Hey, Olivia.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry for interrupting whatever's happening right now.
We were god, so much
book
happened, but we
reading.
were just given a stack of books, and we're kind of looking through the titles.
Pavel's having a
Um,
crisis.
Uh-oh. When is he not, though?
this is a real one. This is a real one.
Pavel, a story of things getting worse.
Well, given Pavel's crisis, I'm going to grab the Magic of the Weave.
All
Yeah,
right.
I was looking at that one. I think
Oh.
Death and Divinity is one that I would like to catch up on. Oh goodness, is this going to be another reading episode?
First, Tamila, do you want to do the recap for
For Olivia?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, since last time, we spent a good chunk of time just doing the shopping stuff. So here's the summary. And I'm going to get out of your character sheet so you can have it back. But there should be in it a candle of tomorrow, and I've reduced your gold appropriately for what we spent. But here's a summary. So Pavel bought 3 spells and some spell supplies. And then, and assuming this is okay, if Spinch doesn't want to do any of this, we can always recap it. But Spinch gave Pavel 18 gold so that he would then have enough gold to make Nebula an arcane focus. So Nebula is going to be enchanted to be an arcane focus now. I don't know if that's happened yet or not, but Pavel is clear out of gold, and he has.
We'll say it happened during your 3 hours of downtime.
Nice, very cool. Also, let's see. So then Spinch bought a candle of tomorrow, and those were the only things that Spinch spent gold on. So I've marked off that amount of gold. Vin got the Rod of Extinguishing. Tamila gave him 32 of her gold in order to afford that, and Vin is pretty much out of gold. Tamila got the Boots of Other Paths. And then Tamila also spent some gold on the group. She bought an egg. I forget if the egg had a name, but she gave the egg to Pavel.
Oh my god, yes, the egg. I was hoping we would buy one.
And then she also bought a +1 tome for Pavel, the Expeditious Tome, so that he can be a real wizard for all of an hour. Yeah.
I had 3 hours.
3 hours. Yep. And then in that time, pretty much we had a lot of getting character sheets kind of settled for a little bit. But Spinch went and talked to the Keeper of the Emerald Gate. We didn't role play through that. Just the DM said that Spinch went and talked to them. So I don't know what they talked about.
So Spinch, you asked about finding your herd.
Mm-hmm.
They asked if you have anything from them that they could use to aid in the search.
Oh. Gosh, I don't think so, no.
So they did say it would be
was
quite
just left alone.
difficult, but they will send a message to you if they find anything.
Cool.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. The fact that there is ladies in charge makes it a little bit easier.
Narrows it down.
Yeah, but they don't have. They're very mobile people. They're always traveling, so it'll be difficult to track down. You won't get it today, but if they find anything, they'll let you know.
Yeah, me as a player realize it's unrealistic, but Spinch has hope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they try to keep Spinch's hope alive. So everything they said was very helpful. Yeah,
very cool. Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, after we left the room after the shopping, we came back out to the Court of Air. The meeting is not until tomorrow morning at 9:00, so we have all of this afternoon and evening to do whatever we want. we took like a 3-hour break. Vin was working on a project. Pavel did some spell stuff. Tamila made some more arrows. She's got all her arrows are now spine double arrows. So Spinch would have also had some downtime to do kind of whatever he wanted to for about 3 hours.
Yep.
Cool.
So I would say like a half hour of that is talking to the people. So
yeah,
2.5 hours.
cool. He might spend the rest of the time just cooking and pondering.
Cool.
I do have a question though for the group. I have 100 gold. Was there anything else that we wanted? Spinch would definitely use up 100. If there's anything else.
Yeah, to go back on that too. So I also have about 75 gold, and that is the entire gold for like the entire group between us. There wasn't a suggestion. We definitely don't have to do this, but we could repool that and split it 4 ways again in order to evenly distribute it, just so everyone's carrying a little bit. Or we can just keep holding on to it until later. But I don't think there's any reason to get us down to 0 gold.
Was there any potions at all? I know it wasn't on the list, but is that an option to you?
Yeah, you could buy potions, 50 gold each for common.
Did we want to do that or no? To the group.
The time before last, when we were on the path coming here, we stopped at the place and I bought potions then, so I'm at least a little bit stacked on potions. How many do I have? I have 5.
With 100 gold, I could potentially get protection from evil and good, which is a very good spell if we ever find ourselves in Avernus. And I mean, it does have components that it consumes. I think it's holy water or powdered silver. And I think our paladin can probably cast it, but that is an option.
Do we have the material components?
I don't think so, but I think you can make
Can we buy
them.
it?
If you can just pulverize your silver pieces, then you can. I think you can make holy water.
No. Well, the archmages could have materials, stuff, right? Could we maybe like trade some money for whatever components they have?
Yeah, whatever the cost of the components is, they would have it.
So maybe we do that. I just don't know when the next time we'll have an opportunity to buy things, because it seems like we're heading down the rabbit hole fast. So I just want to make sure we're as prepared as possible. And I don't.
That being said, we probably. Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like we might want to have a little bit of gold wherever we're going, just because from my perspective, I have 7 silver, which is not a lot.
Gotcha.
So having any money at all for like shelter or to buy things as needed might not be a bad thing for right now.
What's our intent going macro from a player perspective? Like, are we trying to go to hell because of Tamila's thing right now?
Tamila's actively trying to get to hell, yes. But I think we're kind of going with the flow a little bit.
I suspect we're going to have a very strong motivation to do something after our meeting tomorrow.
Okay, but we're going to be in Candlekeep then, so how about we pause for this? Because I agree with Vin, actually. It might be decent if we're not going down there quickly to have a little bit of gold while we're still on top. Okay. Sorry, that was just a thought that I had, seeing that I still had money. I was fully expecting Pavel to have blown all of Spinch's money on things.
He can, for sure. Yeah. Wizards are expensive.
Well, I mean, I'm ready to buy protection from evil and good. I'm ready to do it.
The spell doesn't say how much powdered silver it needs.
I think it needs holy water.
Oh. It says holy water or powdered silver and iron, which the spell consumes, but doesn't say how much.
We'll say
value worth.
I guess it would probably be the same value as whatever holy water is.
Yeah, that's 25. That's what
Ooh.
Okay, not bad. We could buy it.
Well, do you
Okay,
want to do
sorry.
that? But we should decide. Do you want to buy protection, evil, good, and a thing of components, or do you want to save our gold? But between us, we have approximately like less than 200 gold, just under 200 gold.
Well, we can hold off until we're about to leave Candlekeep, right?
Sure,
Mhm.
sure, that's a good.
Yeah.
Plan.
Just in case something comes up, like Ben said. But that would be the plan. If nothing comes up, then maybe we do. We'll table this discussion. Sorry for bringing it up.
No worries. No. It was always our plan to consult Spinch. So yeah. So back in the recap. So kind of a nice little thing. Interesting little thing. Pavel now has a legit spell book, and he also was given a robe of Denier, a cloak of Denier, which is kind of like special for carrying his little spell book, but it has like the symbol of Denier on it. And Pavel had like a nice little moment of putting it on and having this new his new book and his new cloak and looking like a real wizard and all that fun stuff. Then we had a knock on the door. And just as a recap, I'm not going to do this justice, but here's what happened. Person knocks on the door, asks for Pavel. Weird wizard guy speaks very strangely. Pavel comes. He says that he is Elminster. Pavel and Elminster go have a talk in the tavern. Tamila goes, gets Vin and Spinch, and we, decide to spy on them. So we just kind of hop next to him and are listening. And Elminster basically says that I am here on behalf of Mysteria, who you spurred in the City of Dead, and now has a message for you. And he puts a coin on the table with like a light blue star. And when Pavel touches the coin in a booming voice for the entire tavern to hear, basically the coin says, I am Mysteria, magic incarnate, and this world is my domain, and you shall show me respect, and until you show me respect, you shall know my power. That's a very truncated version of the awesome thing the DM said, but Pavel has essentially been cursed by Mysteria, and now has fewer spell slots than typical. And she has bid him that every time that he casts a spell, he needs to thank her in order for this to be lifted. Elminster left with some wise words to Pavel. He said, Pavel, have a strong will, was his advice. Yeah.
Wait, is this what he pooped out?
This what now?
Did she come from the poop pyramid?
No, this has nothing to do with that.
No, this is more.
This is
when
where
he was dead, when Pavel was dead, he was approached by people, and one of them was a cleric of Mystra who asked him to hear about, Mystra and join her, and Pavel was very dismissive, and that's come around.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right.
It's right there in his titles, the Doombringer of Mystra. Thank you, Elminster.
Well-earned title for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so then that's basically where we left off, except for about a minute after that happened, we're trying to comfort Pavel a little bit. We don't really have good words, but then an ogre kind of came up to us. We're in the tavern, and he gave us this stack of books, and he basically said, because we're like a diverse group, he just gave us a diverse group of books and said, if you ever want, I love reading. If you ever want to talk about reading, I'll be sitting over here. And that literally just happened, and we have this reading list in front of us.
It was an ogre who came along.
It was an ogre, big ogre.
Awesome. Spinch definitely would have went straight to him and asked him questions, all kinds. How do you read better? How'd you get into this? Can you teach me to write
I'll tell
better?
you all about his magic belt, which is a belt of intellect.
Oh,
that gives him...
funny.
Gives him the ability to do
Damn.
everything, like a wizard almost. But he says he only knows of the one, and he can't give you his.
Damn. There's no way I could persuade him, could I?
You can certainly try.
I'd like to befriend him and say, if I cook you something really, really, really good, and you really, really like it, would you switch your belt and give it to me?
All right, that's pretty persuasive. Do a persuasion check. It's very
Cool.
important to him to be able to read, so.
I know. Gosh. I don't have much.
That's pretty good. One sec.
I feel like I would have to also roll for cooking something really good, right?
Yeah, go ahead and do that too.
What would that be? Dexterity?
Uh-huh.
Like,
No, your cooking supplies.
cooks utensil. Ah, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, I made him something absolutely terrible.
Oh no.
I gave him food poisoning.
Oh, I am very sick. I'm sorry, Mr. Spinch.
Oh,
I have
no.
to go. But if you need
I
a
am
belt,
so sorry.
maybe the monkey people, maybe they have some. And he runs out. You see all the tables
I
shake as he
normally
runs.
consider- I scream after him. Oh, man. Do I know what he means by monkey people? Is he talking about humans?
Yeah, so the people, the avowed, are the monks that run the library. So
Oh, monkey people.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Spinch is absolutely looking for people that are monkeys, so he'll
Don't
probably
see
be
any
doing
yet.
that.
Yep.
All right. Are we reading these books, guys?
Yeah.
Pavel
I'm
is
skimming.
on the way now to the Emerald Door.
Okay.
And when he gets there, he is going to ask for a particular book called Magic of the Weave, Mystra, and the Spell Plague.
Ooh. Okay. They say they will get that to your room.
It's okay, I can wait here.
Oh, okay. All right. It takes them about a half hour. And they say that this one has to be returned before you leave.
All right.
And it gives you an overview of the spell plague and everything that happened. Written in kind of like a perspective from Volo that is very embellishing of this everything, but you get the
Is it
the
actually
facts.
written by? Is it actually written by Volo,
Yes.
or is it just okay? Okay,
Mhm. Yep.
great.
You get the facts of it, but you don't get some of it's embellished, some of it's there's dragons where there shouldn't be dragons and things like that. But he and Mystra is extremely hot in this depiction. And yeah, so
Key information.
if you know the actual you as the player know the actual thing, you can say Pavel knows that.
All right, off to Forgotten Realms Wiki.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put it in the Discord, the spell plague.
Thank you.
It's there's actually really good YouTube on it too. If you prefer video one.
Ooh, the blue breath of change.
Is Pavel thinking about re-murdering the goddess of magic just to spur her?
Yeah.
Pavel is learning all that he can about his enemies.
Mm-hmm. Or I put the video as well. I like that. That guy is really good at Forgotten Realms lore. So
Cool.
and it's about 10 o'clock now.
Has Pavel returned?
I got very confused.
I mean, I feel like Pavel would just like literally be at the gate. As soon as he gets it, just start reading there. So however long it takes for him to read this, he will read it and then give it back.
Yeah, it'll take you probably 2 hours to read it. So it would be about midnight now for you. So the rest of the group, you would have had 2 hours at the bar. There's also a bathhouse, and there's the tavern, or the, your room, your mansion.
I think Vin. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think Tamila probably would be asking for some more books. She also kind of, I think, is nervous about Pavel, and she might have asked Shadow to go keep an eye on him. So Shadow's probably snoozing next to you, Pavel, while you read your book. But if I could at some point go to the elemental door, can I ask for books specifically on how to kill fiends?
Yeah, you'll find a book written by Silvira herself. And a lot of it depends on the fiend, and generally though, radiant damage is used, but it doesn't actually affect them any differently than, fire or ice or anything like that. The best way is to avoid combat by using devils love to talk. You can talk your way out of a lot of situations. But if it's a demon, they're chaotic and they just want to kill. So those you need to just kill. So devils try to talk, demons try to kill or avoid.
So it sounds like most of the book is on how to survive an encounter with a devil or a demon. Does it talk about, though, like actually destroying them? I feel like they don't die the same way we do.
Right. So devils, when they die, they are reborn again as Lemirs, which are those flesh monsters that you encountered at that inn way at the beginning. So I think I still have art of that for you.
Do I find anywhere in any of the books how to destroy them permanently?
To destroy.
Oh yeah,
them,
these fun guys.
Yeah.
So much fun.
To destroy them permanently, you would have to find whatever pact has their soul bound to devil and destroy that pact or rewrite it. So that's a contract that their soul, every soul serves a devil, all the way up to Asmodeus. Himself is the only one that doesn't probably have a contract because he's the originator. So everyone else has a contract that keeps their souls tied to the hells. Yeah. So if that contract exists, they are just reborn and reborn and reborn. Now, granted, Lemirs, you fought them. They're not very strong. They're easy to kill. They're not very smart. Once they're a Lemir, they have to earn their way up into the different forms of devilry. And so they have to appease other devils and, to accomplish tasks and things like that to become better. So usually it's like Lemir to imp, and then to more the special devils like you fought, like the bearded or the barbed devil. And then it gets into the crazy winged devils, which are usually like the higher ups or the people in charge.
So to prevent a devil from coming back, you really have to find, eventually anyways, you really have to find their contract. Or I guess you could like trap it maybe, like in a shield.
Yeah, you could keep it alive, yes, and trapped. And that way it's not reborn and it can't harm anyone. Yeah.
Might be
But their contracts would still be alive, right? Because they're still alive. Yeah.
They'd still be
There's
alive.
always a
and
chance
exist.
that something will release them, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's only a temporary.
That's what Tamilla's doing for at
Mhm.
least a while.
Yeah, I would
Wait,
feel
DM, I
like...
have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, about the transitioning down to a Lemire.
Mhm.
Is that transition immediate, or are there intermediate transitions down?
It's pretty much
Like, if they're a
immediate.
Spine Devil, do they go to an Imp and then a Lemire, or is it straight to Lemire?
Straight to Lemire, yep. Full reset.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. So...
Do they have like contingency plans that like allow them to like reaccumulate power quickly? Like they know they're going to be a Lemire, so they stash a cache of powerful gems somewhere they can go and eat, and then they suddenly become a more powerful demon.
Yeah, so some of the more powerful ones have the favor of higher level devils that can promote them easily. So like someone that's in Asmodeus's good favor will be promoted pretty easily. But by failing and losing and dying, you tend to get out of favor. There's a chance of that. So it just really depends on how... It's a lot of politics in Devilland, where they have to be friends with each other, but also seeking power and also trying to promote themselves. And so they're trying to like, undercut each other. They're trying to be diplomatic and political, and everyone's trying to appease their higher level devils.
U.S.
So-
politics.
Yes.
So causing a devil to fall out of favor might be more effective
Mm-hmm.
than just killing it.
Yes. They're very concerned about their reputation.
Okay. I think that's all my questions on that.
Awesome. Vin
While
and
this is all
Finch.
happening,
Yeah.
Vin. Oh yeah. While that's all happening, I guess Vin would like to, like, he takes a little look at the book. He just says, "This is very boring. I hate this." And sets the book down, and then he's just gonna go back to his room and try to finish off his little project, his new project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
2 hours, you said.
Mm-hmm. 2 more hours. 2 more rolls.
It didn't cover that in the recap, Olivia. Vin's doing something secret.
Mm-hmm.
Is it what I know?
Yes, it's what you know.
Gotcha.
Damn it.
I completed what you know. I'm now working on a different project,
Oh,
which is a lot
gotcha.
less secret and not as fun. So
Gotcha.
there's that.
Okay.
All right. This project is done. So
Nice.
describe how it looks and what you want from it.
I think I'm just wanting to make it into another quarterstaff. It's not
Mhm.
super fun.
Like a
I think
combat
it's just
one,
another
or-
quarterstaff.
A wizard one.
Yeah, combat, probably more Vin focused, especially because he gave his last one away.
Awesome. So this one, because it's from the very rare tree that gives prophecies, it's a +1 quarterstaff, and it gives you the benefits of the alert feat.
Ooh,
Mhm.
I will.
that's awesome.
We'll add that in.
Wait, Vin, you said make it Vin-esque. What is Vin-esque? What does that mean?
Yeah, Vin-esque means it's very plain. There are you would, if you showed the stick that Vin cares deeply about, the stick that Vin's destiny is next to, and you compared it to this stick, they would look identical to a layman. I think they are 2 quarterstaffs. The only, like, this one might be slightly darker. That would be it, I think.
Interesting. So it doesn't give away any of its special properties.
No, I don't think Vin's a fancy person. Like, Vin doesn't need a fancy winged skull staff. Vin is
For
Vin
example.
is a plain person. Not to give reference to any particular person.
Just a random reference. Yep.
Yep.
It's not like Pavel asked.
No, that's fair. Pavel did not.
Wow. Timothy's
Alright,
on
I
mute,
will-
can't even defend himself.
No.
Pavel is reading.
And Pavel reads.
You see, Pavel is leaning on Shadow and using her as like the back of a chair as he reads.
Question: Can Shadow and Piggy be playing with each other?
Sure, yeah. Yeah. Let's do a. Can you do for Shadow for me? Can you do just a?
Would Shadow eat, like, try and eat
That's
Piggy?
what I'm trying to like. What is a save to?
Oh no.
Well, I think I've had some good conversations with Shadow since that initial moment of like he's a friend and not food, and like.
But as they play, sometimes primal instinct will take
Yeah.
over. So let's do just a wisdom save for her, as she tries to remember your advice.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, she's able to play with Piggy, where like Piggy will like fly just out of reach of her, and she'll like paw in the air and then chase him around, and then they're having a good time.
Yay. I like that a lot.
During this extra time, because I already spoke with the ogre, and I think I did a little bit of cooking, which I failed at. I think Spinch, seeing that everyone else is busy, doesn't want to bother them, and just goes off and starts wandering, and will talk to anybody he meets, and will talk to him, and hold a conversation to, I don't know, he's just curious. He's like never been in a place like this. He's surrounded by a lot of smart people. He just wants to absorb as much information and as much cool tidbits, maybe a little bit about hell, because he senses that it's important to Tamila, and he'll probably ask about like why some people like wood a lot, trying to figure out Finn, because he saw the thing that he saw, and he didn't really understand it. And then, yeah, just try to get knowledge about, I don't know, just random things. I don't know if there's any cool tidbits that would come about Spinch just wandering around and talking to strangers.
Yeah, let's do a persuasion check to see
Okay.
if you get people wanting to talk to you. Yeah, you get a couple cool tidbits. Silvira Savicus is definitely the one to talk to if you want to know anything about hell. If they try to say anything about hell, she will abruptly correct them. So they try not to speak on hell too much, because she is the
preeminent expert.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of people like wood. There's druids that worship, the nature and what comes from the earth, and there's, woodworkers, and there's a lot of different types that like wood. It's a great material. It's renewable material. And it's, you'll have one guy that just speaks on like different types of insects that attack wood. And like the different ways to protect wood from those insects, like using like a lemon seed oil or something to seal the wood to make sure that insects don't try to burrow into it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just spend the rest of the time wandering and gaining as much knowledge about anything as possible. Yeah. Whether he retains that is a different story, but he does that.
It's getting late now, about midnight, as each of you are in your tasks. Do you want to head to bed?
Pavel returns the book and asks for information about the Shadow Weave, Abir, Azuth, and the Supreme Throne.
Okay.
Pavel is not sleeping tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, there's no way you're going to be able to get all that and sleep. So that's fine. You can choose to take a level of exhaustion. And yes, those 3 books can arrive. It'll take you 6 hours to read on each of those. subjects, but you can just go to that wiki again and you got it.
Okay.
Just note the wiki has everything in past tense. Some of those things are in past tense, but some things are still active, like gods and things. So just note that.
Okay.
Spinch will try and catch Vin before bed, seeing how it's late. He'll check in on Ben and just knock. Hello, Vin.
Hi. Hang on. He's just swinging a sword, or his new staff around a little bit.
He'll Spinch will just wait.
You were not surprised by the knock on the door.
Yeah, I knew exactly that the knock was coming.
Yes.
Which is weird.
How long
Yeah.
does he keep?
Oh,
Okay,
no,
cool.
I said come in. I said come in. Yeah,
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I am so sleepy. I missed that totally. Vin, I had some really great conversations with people, and I saw that you were making those things that look funny and small, and
Mhm.
I heard that there are some beetles that burrow in, and in order to protect the wood, you can rub it with a lemon or something. I thought maybe if you wanted to protect your wood that you could do that.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I know you like wood.
You have a lemon?
Yes, the kitchen has a lemon. The kitchen has everything, and he'll run quickly down to the kitchen, very excitedly, grab a lemon, and then provide it to Vin. Here you
Thanks.
go. You are welcome. I hope you have a good night.
You
And he'll
too.
leave.
Hey, have you seen Tamila, by the way?
Have I seen Tamila? Would I have walked past her at any point?
You finished your
Camilla
reading. What do
was-
you do?
Yeah, Tamilla's reading for a little bit, and just kind of talking, I guess, to people about the devils. But at some point, yes, she would have probably just came back and been bored.
I think she is downstairs. I heard her humming or something because she seemed bored.
Okay.
I will go down to the kitchen and make us a fourth meal snack before bed.
Okay. Yeah. We probably should check in on Pavel too. He seemed real upset that he had to talk to a god or something. I don't know.
Oh, but gods are nice. They help. So she sounded scary, but if she is a god, then she is nice.
That's what I said too, but he seemed real sad. So,
Oh, maybe I will talk to him and cheer him up before sleep. You should never go to sleep with bad feelings.
gives a nod.
Finch will just head down to the kitchen and make some food.
I think Tamilla's found the most inappropriate place to practice archery, and that's what she's doing right now.
The library.
The toys, the toys that I've made for their shadow.
Shadow?
You're just like,
Oh, yeah.
those can be targets, right? Vin will walk in and be like, "Hey, Tamila, I have a present for you.
Wait, what? Like,
Yeah, I have a
like,
present. I have technically it's for you and Shadow, but I don't see Shadow anywhere. Just takes a look around.
She's outside with Pavel, trying to cheer him up. Should I go get her?
No, you can just give it to her later. It's fine. Here you go. And he will hand over, like he'll hold out his hand. And he looks like he's holding like two fist-sized objects.
Tamil will take them curiously and kind of excitedly.
Do you put out your hands, or like they're face down?
Yeah.
I would say.
Oh yeah.
Would you put
I'll put my hand. I'll put my hands underneath your hands.
Yeah. And he'll put them in your hands. You see what looked like one kind of brooch, one probably closer to like something that could be clipped onto something. The one that is the larger of the two is a picture of, probably, I'm guessing you would recognize it as yourself, like midway through drawing a bow. It looks like it has like a clip on the back that it could go onto, something with fur or maybe like a saddle or something like that. And the other one is a little bit smaller, but it looks like it's closer to like a brooch. That looks like it is shadow, like midway pouncing through. Both of those are made out of wood, obviously, and that was what I used your tree wood for.
Oh, I'm sorry. In real life, I'm so happy. Tamilla's very happy too. She's like, "Oh, if me and Shadow get lost, we'll be able to find each other again, like a name tag thing."
Yeah, and I figured that would help, because then if Shadow's running through the streets, like people can be like, oh well, this is clearly the owner or something like that. You know,
It's a domesticated cat.
yeah, it's
Absolutely.
a domesticated panther.
Yeah, Panther's and this will fit on her saddle perfectly. Like, oh my goodness, this is so perfect, Vin. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I got this tree from your family's home thing, zoo.
The zoo.
Whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
there was like
so
there was some trees there, and I got the wood from there. So.
She's gonna hug you.
Oh, Vin will hug back.
Oh, that's so
Aw.
nice. Thank you, Vin.
Welcome.
And
Anyway, that was what I was working on for a little bit.
I'm gonna clip my little cat pendant onto my collar, and I got a little cat pendant. I'm so happy.
Amazing. On that sweet
But
note,
after
let's
that-
take a 10-minute break. You do want to
Yeah.
add something?
I was literally just gonna be like, Vin goes to sleep after doing
Okay,
that. So.
great. All right, so come back at 36.
So
36.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Into it. All right, so it's still about midnight. It's only been a few minutes past. So, who all is going to sleep?
Right before I go to sleep, I'll serve everyone a fourth meal of their
Oh,
favorite
right.
food again.
You won't find Pavel. But
I will seek Pavel out.
okay.
If you leave with food with the mansion, what happens?
As
Oh
soon as you
no!
leave, yes, the food on the plate disappears.
Also,
I will look devastated. Spinch absolutely is destroyed by this. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He makes another batch and we'll try again. See, it disappears. Distraught, we'll go ahead and try again.
It's about
And
1
then,
a.m. now.
seeing that it has failed, we'll go to sleep really sad.
Aww.
What did you make?
Even though he said to himself that people shouldn't go to sleep with bad feelings, he goes to sleep sad.
What did you
I'm
make,
gonna go
everyone?
to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep too. I'm gonna go check on Shadow and just make sure she's good watching Pavel. She'll fall asleep near him, but just so that something does happen, she'll be close enough to help.
Yeah, Piggy's kind of worn her out a little bit. And Piggy's worn out himself, and they're both kind of snoozing right now. But
Oh, and I'll definitely clip on her
Oh, yes.
beautiful little saddle brooch.
She looks at it confusedly.
I can speak with her. I'll speak with Anna. I'll talk to her for a moment, and I'll explain. This is just so if we ever get lost, people can help you find me again.
It's a mini you?
It's just a symbol of me.
I like it.
I'm so glad. I love you, Shadow.
I love you.
And then,
I sleep here?
if are you okay watching Pavel tonight? Keep an eye on him.
Okay, but I'll miss you.
I can stay out here too if you want.
We sleep together.
Okay. I'll hang out with her and not think too hard about the king-size fluffy bed in the other room. That was definitely big
Vin
enough
pays
for us.
50 gold for a mansion, and only Spinch and him are enjoying the sleep.
Fisk is actually in there too. He's having a
Well,
nice.
that's true.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fisk is also enjoying the large bed.
Mhm.
Actually, Spinch isn't enjoying his bed. He sleeps on the floor. He thinks
That's
thinks it's
very
too
sad.
soft. He's been used to sleeping on the ground, so that's what he does.
Oh my god.
Poor Finn.
Pavel, you would have had time to switch books before Tamila showed
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
The last book that I was going to ask for was on Shar.
Nice. Yep. And that'll round out your full night's rest of reading. It's a good one. All right, you all awaken. You have, it's a 8 a.m. You have an hour before the meeting. And you know, it'll take you like 10 minutes to walk to the door if you're not already at the door. And then from there, a magical teleport to wherever the meeting place would be, essentially. So you have time if you want to eat a breakfast.
Spinch will be up cooking breakfast. It is everyone's favorite food.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he probably would have asked what everyone's favorite breakfast food was, if there was any difference.
Favorite breakfast food?
Mm-hmm.
What's Tamila's favorite breakfast food?
Asking the real questions here.
I think
Right.
I'll answer for Vin because again, Vin is a child. But there
Donuts,
wouldn't be
ice
cereal
cream.
here. No, not quite ice cream either. I feel like it would be like candied bacon and then like eggs that you put sugar on top of, like all mixed together in a bowl.
Okay.
Sugary eggs. Cool.
Yeah, sugary eggs and sugary meat.
That's a choice.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's really hard because Tamila's favorite would probably be something like rare and sugary, but I think she'd feel very sick if she had too much sugar in one day, and she's eaten a lot of peach shortcake in the last 24 hours. So she might say, I would just absolutely love some eggs and toast. That would be so wonderful this morning.
Okay, do you want it sugary like Vin?
You got
No,
if you don't sugar them, they don't taste right.
Yeah, I think holding off on the sugar this morning would be best for me.
Okay.
You notice Pavel
Your
has
choice.
deep bags under his eyes. His hair is all frizzy. You see like some mark on his face from where he's been resting his head on his hand.
This is Pavel.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Pavel.
Pavel.
It's because I didn't give you your 4th meal food. I am so sorry. I couldn't find you.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like for breakfast, Pavel? I don't know how to cook that. Do you guys know how to cook a
Oh, and his
What
eyes are
is it?
super bloodshot from reading so much.
All right, Pavel, you need coffee. That's what you need.
Oh, I will make him coffee then.
Maybe like a really dark black tea.
Spitch will get on that. Oh, what's Shadow's favorite breakfast? Just fatty salmon.
Fish. Yeah, fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Cool.
would like more fish.
That's very easy.
All right, you have a lovely breakfast prepared by, well, Pavel and Tamila, you would have had to go back to the mansion. Did you go?
Yeah, I think at some point as the sun was coming up, Tamila would have woken up and checked on Pavel that he was alive. Probably didn't say anything to him, and then just walked back into the mansion with. I don't know. On the one hand, I don't want to leave him alone. I want to leave Shadow with him. I also do not want to ask my cat to be miserable.
I mean, as soon as I am done with everything that I need to read, I will come back, and I think that's when people are waking up, so I can come back.
Yeah. All right. So y'all enjoy a nice breakfast at the mansion. Fisk asks if you have all of your affairs in order before you go.
Let me get a nice bath, but then yes. Good.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we wanted to do here in Candlekeep? Looking at Finn and Pavel and...
No, I think that was it. Did it all.
I want to know. I do have something I need to do. Is there a circle of teleportation somewhere? I would like to go and look at it.
Yes. As you ask for that, the keeper will send an avowed with you. That takes you to a circle that is in the inner court area, and says that he's been given permission to allow you to see this. But once you enter, you will have to report to the nearest avowed to report your appearance.
And where would I normally find the nearest avowed? Just the first one I run into?
Yes. They'll be everywhere. Yeah. All right. Okay, so all of your fare is now in order. You come to a
I'm just gonna quickly write down in my inventory on a piece of paper that I know this.
Yes.
I
Good
don't
point.
want to forget.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna write down the runes.
Yeah, just teleportation circles. Just list all your location.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you teleport into this large meeting room, boardroom situation. And you see Silvira there, and she asks each of you to take a seat around this giant table. You see she has the open puzzle box and the contract there. She asks Spinch to put his shield on the table.
Olivia just had to step out. It is interesting. We did not talk to the shield or about the shield in the entire length of time in the several hours leading up to deciding what was going to happen with the shield. That was a choice.
That was a choice.
Here we are.
Has the shield just been quiet, I guess? I guess he's just...
yeah, he's told Spinch everything he has to say, which was, that he thinks he could be really helpful in the hell. He knows how to get around. Without him, they'll be lost. And he thinks it's a bad choice to replace him, but it's ultimately up to Spinch.
Can I insight check to see how truthful he's being?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I did that last time. Not great.
Yeah, it's you can't tell either way if he's being truthful or not.
Mr. Farfax, can you give me one example of beneficial information that would be beneficial? He's like confusing himself. He's like, where was I? Oh, yes. And if Miss, what's her name? The lady? Silvira. If Miss Silvira says that would be useful, then maybe we will believe you better.
I know the way to Bell's Keep.
But I don't think that is something that can be tested, whether yes or no.
The lands of Avernus are constantly shifting. You must know magical ways to get around, or you could get lost.
Orvax says that the lands are always shifting and that you need magic to understand and not get lost. Is that true, Miss Elvira?
Yes, many have gotten lost in Avernus.
So, I guess he is telling the truth then. He would know how to move around there without getting lost. That would be useful, right?
I suppose so, but at what cost?
Farfax, at what cost?
I'd ask you to kill Bell for me, and maybe some other devils along the way.
He says the cost would be to kill Bell and some other devils.
Does Farfax know that Bell is no longer the Archduke of Avernus, that Zariel is?
He was
Farfax,
there.
do you know?
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. Yes, I know Zariel has a flying fortress. That would be more difficult to get to.
It flies. That's new information. Okay.
It seems like he has truthful information.
Yes, you should take me with you.
He says that we should take him with him. Or take him with us.
Well, perhaps this could persuade you. And she holds out, she said, I was going to save this for after the meeting, but as this has come up now, here. And she pulls out a gold shield with like rubies around it and a woman's face on it. And she says, it's a sentient shield. It's currently slumbering. But it could help you. It grants you, the same bonuses as a shield. And if you were to wake her up, she would talk with you. And she's not evil.
Interesting. Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is
She'll tell
everyone
you
saying
all of
this?
Yep, I think I shared it.
Yeah,
with her.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
What does everyone think?
I think this is 100% up to you and what gave you
Yeah,
want to play.
it's got to be Spinch's decision.
Yeah, but your
Or-
opinion.
or-
Finch looks towards everyone for advice.
Gargoth
this-
must be sealed away.
I don't think Gargoth. I think Gargoth will betray us if we try to take him.
Ben, what do you think?
I don't know. This one seems prettier than the other one. So,
Yes, this shield is prettier. Okay, Silvira, I will take the pretty shield. You can have Farfax. Sorry, Farfax, but when it comes to things, yours was less weight.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
You feel a sudden connection to Farfax in that
Uh-oh.
you strongly feel that pull of being friends, that he's been good to you. He has a similar tragic story. Why would you let him go
True.
to these people that
Ugh.
walked away?
You're right. I wouldn't. He says the weight thing, but
At the same time, you were very useful and you've been very nice to me. So,
When
okay,
you see
I will.
this happen, essentially, you can tell that something magically is compelling Spinch right now.
I
Okay.
will keep Farfax. Sorry,
Uh,
guys, but you said it was my decision, so this is my decision.
Who? No.
The magic, the Savira is still here, correct?
Yes.
I'm just gonna look over. I'll whisper it as quietly as I can over to her. Be like, I think Gargax or whatever his name is said some rhymey words, and that did it.
She It says, yeah, this does seem strange. Let me try this. She casts Remove Curse on Spinch. So Spinch, you can tell that he was manipulating you there. So you have your
I changed
thoughts.
my mind. Farfax was manipulating me. He is not a good person. We are not friends. And I am not sorry, Farfax.
She uses a mage hand to pick up Gargoth off of you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
places it into a pocket dimension where you see another mage hand picks it up and starts traveling it away. And then the dimension closes. And she hands you the Slumbering Shield, which currently it's not talking to you. But she tells you, you know, what you need to do to wake it up and everything.
Okay. How specific is she? Is it just like the whole slumbering to awaken the shield?
Mm-hmm.
What does a romantic act entail?
You have to
He
kiss
would
the
ask
shield.
that follow. He would ask that follow-up question.
Well, Spinch, have you ever felt affection for someone?
Yes, all of my friends here. They are very nice people.
But more than friend. Like when a mom and a dad love each other.
I never saw my mom love my dad. He was not around, and she didn't have much words for him. All that she said was that he was a knight, and that was it.
I see. Well, romance is different for everyone, Spinch. I suppose you'll have to figure that out for yourself.
But you are very smart and I am not. So can you please tell me?
I'm afraid I cannot. I'm not really one for romance myself. Too much to do, too much to learn.
Okay.
That's why the shield wouldn't do very well with wizard folk.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you for the shield, Miss Ivera.
Welcome. I believe that the meeting, the Crisis Conclave, is about to start. Are you all ready?
Yes.
What'd you call the meeting?
The Crisis
Conclave.
Conclave.
Crisis Conclave.
I know, it's so catchy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
As you are seated, she sits at an end with the shield is already gone away, so just the puzzle box and the contract. And you see as the rest of the readers and such start to appear. First one you see is Rafik, who is the keeper of the Emerald Door that you've met before. Then you see in appears the image, so that doesn't come in through the door, just an image appears of a fierce adolescent female. She's wearing a red cassock, and she is, Silvira introduces her. This is Jingfei, great reader of necromancy, sorry. She is the youngest person ever to become an archmage.
Ooh.
Then the door opens and you look and you see an otter dressed in a tiny red cassock.
Yes.
She says, "This is Traxagorican, great reader of evocation." He kind of waddles up to a chair and like climbs up it and then sits.
Oh my god.
I really.
This is the fireball
I want to pet the
otter?
Yes. And then you hear the door just slams open, and you see an enthusiastic male gnome artificer in a red cassock. This is Explodimus, weaponsmith of Candlekeep.
The name. Can we have all these names and titles?
Yes,
Yes.
Like sent to us Discord. Yeah, I
Mhm.
definitely did not get any of these.
I got Explodimus.
I was doing my best.
I got Explodimus. I got Otter. I got Child.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I got.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, I did not spell that even close to correct.
Yeah, the Traxagorican. Oof,
Mhm.
that was a hard one.
Yeah. Next, an image again. Female elf, purple cowl. She seems to be scrutinizing each of you. This is Sarah Srell, Gate Warden of Candlekeep. And then the door opens and an elderly female dwarf wearing a red cassock starts walking in. You see, she's thinking. She's definitely not looking at any of you. Not really thinking. She just kind of absentmindedly gets into her chair. This is Milby, great reader of divination, and always last. You see an image appear. A male human in a white cassock. This is Melanthios, first reader of Candlekeep. Pavel and those who were listening before would remember first reader is like the highest level person in Candlekeep.
Yeah.
He's in charge.
I'm so glad, by the way, this is totally off topic, but I'm so glad that you provided the text for this, because when I heard the description for Sarah Sriel, I heard you say purple cow. And I was imagining a purple cow.
Good, yes.
I read it and I was like, oh, she's not a cow, she's an elf.
So Sylvira starts the meeting. Members of the Conclave, welcome. I'm confident you've all read the report I prepared last night, so there's no need to recap matters now. The city of Elturel waits in Avernus as we speak. We must act and save the city and its citizens from being damned to eternal suffering as newly recruited souls in the Blood War. These are the adventurers that have risked so much to uncover these disturbing tidings. Please, question them as you wish. You see they all turn towards you. Rafik, who knows you the best, says, "What do you have to say about the fate of Elturel?"
Bitch looks towards anyone.
We are dedicated to doing everything we can to try to save the city.
I think technically me and Tamila are the highest rated Hellriders in the world right now. Look back and forth.
That we know of, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll take that, yep.
Explodimus looks to Spinch. You were the one that used the shield, right? Do you have the power to withstand the temptation of the shield?
I do not have the shield anymore. It is not a problem.
And he looks like kind of sad, and mad and angry. He's still reeling from the manipulation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The elven woman, Sarah Sorrel, asks, why did you confront Duke Vanthamper?
She was bad.
We followed the evidence. It brought us to Duke Vanthamper, and we found everything that we found that you know about in your reports.
He was bad.
Did you know she was in league with Zariel?
We knew that she was responsible for the murders in Baldur's Gate.
It became increasingly clear as we delved that there was a connection. I detected her thoughts and learned that she is a true devotee of Zariel.
You see the otter, Traxagorican, scramble up the table and walk up to each of you and says, what devils have you faced thus far?
A spine devil.
I'll pull out my spines.
Bearded devil. What was the other one?
The big fat one that exploded.
Imps. All the little imps.
Yeah, lots of imps.
There was a very. Oh, what were they called? The
They
one
were
that we
leaks.
felled.
The sewer.
The one that we felled with Van den Per and the same kind of before.
Was that a barb
It's
devil?
fine.
That wasn't. We fought many spine devils. It could have been the barb devil.
I don't think so.
That
Was it a bearded
might
one?
be it.
Did we fight one without
we
a
did-
beard?
We did fight a bearded one. That's not the. That's not the one. I think it was a barbed.
And what makes you think you can face more powerful devils?
We're very determined.
I got a new
We
stick.
are strong. Oh, I have a new shield.
I hold up my new stick that I just made.
You got new boots?
And the and the stick is protected with lemon. So nothing can go through it.
Oh, actually, I didn't use the lemon on the stick. I used the lemon on the brooch and things. I probably should have.
It was
the lemon's gone now.
indeed a barbed devil.
We're so all over the place. I love it.
Jingfei, the younger girl, how many cultists were there? Are they no longer a threat?
There were at least like 6 for sure. The Vanthapers, right? Because there were 4 in the room, and there were also the other ones in the other room.
And there were some with the assassination that were gone. And
Oh, that's right. We got like 4 then. Too.
There
were both people, right?
several organizations. Of
You see
cultists.
Silvira pop say coffee next to Pavel.
We just need like Pavel. If Pavel has 1 good minute of haste, I think Pavel could get through most of it.
Oh, you'd be so dead afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Oh, triple, yeah.
Just like pass out.
Okay, yeah, I'll drink my coffee. There were many organizations of cultists. It was a complicated web. The Vanthempers were the most well-connected, most powerful. The most devils in the city were with them, but I think that there may be yet more amok in Baldur's Gate.
The older dwarf woman, Milby, suddenly snaps out of attention and says, "You believe you can stop the 9 hells? Nonsense, you're no heroes. We're doomed without true allies. Have you heard of Artis
Ooh.
Climber or Dritsteward? We need them, not you."
I don't know who they are. Also, I don't know if we're really claiming to be heroes. We're just kind of people that are here currently. Some of us
We are
need to
not
go to
heroes.
hell. Some of us just have
Mhm.
like needs to go to other places that aren't here. And then some of us just like going places, I think. I look at Binge, I think, mostly.
Melanthios, the first reader, kind of hushes everyone and says, "What is it you desire?"
Passage to hell.
yes, 1 ticket, please.
You
I would
see
also
all
like
of
a
them.
passage.
Okay.
Oh, I would also like passage to the not yet discovered, but if discovered, Candy Realm. That's just a side thing.
You see all
Secondary.
of them start talking at once, talking over each other, having arguments about what to do next, how to get you to hell, if you're even worthy of going to hell. And the first reader slams a hand on the table. It says, "Quiet." He stands up. His face is ashen and his voice is steady. "Elturel has fallen. Zariel has claimed it, along with all of its people. The city is no more. It has gone to Avernus. Silvira, you are the expert in these matters. What can be done?" Silvira stands up, and for a moment you actually realize that she's a little nervous here. She's always seemed like calm and collected, but she seems to have a lot of respect for him. "Someone needs to travel to Avernus and nullify this pact that Thavius Krieg made with Zariel. The companion above Elturel is the fulfillment of this pact. Therefore, if the companion is destroyed, Elturel is freed from damnation in Avernus. The first reader responds, "This is the most hazardous journey imaginable. Who would dare undertake it?" And you begin to hear outside the door, the monks begin to sing. And they sing a chant. At first it's a whisper, and it grows into like a symphony of chanting. This is a prophecy of Alondo. The bearers of the hidden Lord will descend into hell and free the chained city from the grasp of the Lady of Broken Light. And they continue to repeat it until it's just this loud chorus, and then it goes back down into a whisper. When it goes to the whisper, the first reader walks towards you. "Alondo has spoken. It seems that fate and the gods have placed this great undertaking in your hands. I believe in my heart that you are more likely to succeed than anyone else. The prophet has foreseen it, but we're not going to send you off without help." All of the other conclave members are directing their attention towards you. Since you brought the shield of the Hidden Lord, you are the bearers of the Hidden Lord, which means you are prophesized to take on this mission. So they explode him and says, "Hells yeah, I'm gonna get you everything you need. Dimensional shackles, folding boat, necklace of adaptation, 5 potions of healing. You already got your shield, good. Oh, Silvira wanted you to have this potion. I think that's everything, right? Yeah, that should do good. What weapons do you currently have?" And he starts like studying your current weapons and just making sure they're sufficient.
I have a sling.
Oh, hang on
Your
here.
weapons are your hands.
I literally point to the large stick that you have on your back with the skull.
That's true.
on it.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's not a weapon.
The +1 weapon.
Wait, what?
I'll hold out
I
my
have a +1.
knives.
Oh
and
no,
I'll
you're
say,
right. I have the razor. Forgot.
"Wait, what do you have?"
Pavel,
I have the
Pavel
razor.
also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the nice razor. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He looks to your knives,
What the heck's a folding
Spinch,
boat?
and says, "Do you prefer chef knives?"
Yes, can you make these stronger, please?
"No, throw these out." He tries to grab them from you.
I will hold on to them.
He struggles a little bit, and then he's like, "Fine, keep them, but take these." And he teleports for a second, then he teleports back, and you see he has
Cool.
2. They look almost like Japanese chef knives. They have like
Oh,
that kind
nice.
of like that topography, like the wavy lines in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah. So, they act as +1.
Very dope.
Everyone
Ooh,
else
fancy.
has a +1 weapon, right?
Yeah, I have a couple. Weirdly.
Yeah.
I would not. This is an important note. I would not hold out the stick, but I would hold out the rest of my weapons at least.
Mm-hmm. All right, so he'll explain to you the other items then. So we have lots of good stuff here. So dimensional shackles. Start with that.
Cool.
Have the folding boat.
Shackles is good for probably anyone, but maybe particularly people that are like up close. So maybe Ven.
That may be true. I was thinking Spinch for the shackles only because I cannot see a world where Vin would let anyone have the wooden box except himself.
The folding boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Golden boat.
Perfect. All right, sounds good.
Okay.
All right, the necklace of adaption.
Ooh.
Pavel would like the necklace of adaption.
Okay.
You know?
Sylvira will hand Tamila the infernal puzzle box decoding potion.
I don't want to be ingrateful, Sylvira. I really, truly am, but just one.
It takes a long time to make these. If you can reach out to me in a 10-day, I can get you another.
Okay. How else do I open a puzzle box?
Only the devil that created it would know. There is... If you're extremely intelligent, you might be able to decode it yourself.
Do you have anything that can make Pavel even more intelligent?
Oh,
She,
that's actually a good question.
She smirks a little bit and says, "That'll happen in due time."
Do you have anything that can protect him while he's trying to be intelligent so he doesn't hurt it as much? like, I don't want him to die in the attempt.
I forget what type of damage. It's psychic damage.
Is psychic damage? A defense against psychic damage?
I don't believe we have anything like that, but we could try to get something.
Thank you. Truly.
You already have the shield, which is the slumbering shield.
Mhm.
And 5 potions of healing that you can dole out as you wish.
So how many potions of healing do people have? I have 5 on me.
I have 4.
I have 2 plus a greater, I guess.
Oh, I have a greater too.
I also have a greater.
Okay.
Pavel, what you got?
I have a greater. My inventory is starting to get very long again. I think I just have the greater.
Jessica. Okay, so
Yeah.
Pavel gets 4 and Vin gets 1.
Okay.
Okay. Does it? How many does it put you to Vin? To only 3?
That puts me to 3, but I use a lot less potions on others
Yeah.
in general, so I think that like having less is okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's also on the front line, so like he's more likely to go down than some others, I would say.
Yeah. I feel like Pavel and you, Tamila, should have the most. I'm
Well,
happy to give you one of mine or 2 of mine or whatever.
Well, I think I'll have 5, and then you two will have 4, and Vin will have 3. So I'll give Vin one of mine as well, and then we'll all have 4. I'll be
Okay.
equal.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. Sylvira will say to you, all right, so you need to take out the companion. But that's going to be quite difficult. As you know, it's practically like a son. So maybe you'll have to find some sort of powerful magic in Avernus, or convince Zariel to nullify the pact, confront her, force her to end the pact somehow.
Do we have the text of the pact somewhere?
Yes.
Bathavius Krieg's contract.
Yeah, the contract. We have a lot of text.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have it. I'll share it with you later. But yeah, it's essentially what Thavius Krieg signed with Zariel, that everyone that took the Creed of the Resolute would also be in on this pact. So the Creed of the Resolute is pretty much the pact. But the contract itself was in the infernal puzzle box. which stated that um,
Right. Which connected everything back to the companion. That's why undoing the pact would undo the companion.
mhm.
Mhm.
I'll name it Davius Creed. The Jingfei says, "Well, this is all very well, but how are they going to get to Avernus? And how are they going to find Elturel once they get there? Avernus is enormous." Everyone looks at the elderly dwarf of divination. She says, "A certain localized sympathetic convergence operates in these cases. Therefore, the best way to enter Avernus is via the original gate the Hellriders used over 100 years ago. It's most likely to bring them out into the city." I thought that gate was destroyed. Not so. The Grand Conjurer of Elturel was unable to close it, so he disguised it instead. Silvira asks, "And do you know where the gate is?" "I do not, but there is someone in Candlekeep who does know." Everyone asks, "Who?" And she says, "Miriam?" And there's silence. And they all begin to start making excuses. "Oh, wow, I'm just so busy right now. I have a class to teach." The two of them fade out. "Oh, gosh, I really have to wash my cassock." And everyone's left except for a couple people. And then the puzzle box begins to shake. And it glows with an orange-red glow. And the otter, "Look at the puzzle box." And you see a dark, twisted horn begins to emerge, and a moment later, the box has disgorged 10 enormous horned devils. Chaos ensues as the conclave begins throwing crazy high-level spells you've never seen before at these devils, and starts ushering you out to the door. Silvira takes your hand. Let's roll. Whose hand? All right. She takes Spinch's hand and she says, "You need to protect them. Go to my library. Find Elminster's Candlekeep Companion. Open
no.
it to chapter 2. Do it now." And she says, she snaps and Pip Yap appears and she says, "Pip Yap, take them there." And Pip Yap grabs your ear, Spinch, and starts guiding you towards her office.
Absolutely. He goes full dash.
Everyone join in?
Vin is unsurprised by the attack and
Yes. You were unsurprised. All right. So
I think it takes Pavel a moment. He's just like standing and watching all of the magic, and he's a little bit loopy still from like not sleeping. And now there's these. I think someone's got to grab him.
Yeah.
I'll grab Pavel. But from my notes, what was the name of the person that everyone was like, "Yeah, I'm out"?
Yes, Mirim. I'll put it in chat. It's spelled a little funny.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Do we recognize that name at all? Like as Hellriders or anything like that?
You wouldn't. Pavel might. Pavel, make a history check.
Oh boy. I just closed like all of my stuff because I had way too many handouts open.
I do that.
There are so many handouts.
Mm-hmm.
That's a history check?
Yes.
Okay. History.
Ooh.
Nice. Mirim is a
Wait,
dragon.
hold on.
Oh.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
17. Okay,
Exhausted.
not bad.
Pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, Mirim is a dragon that protects some of the most deepest, darkest secrets in the vaults of Candlekeep. She's been captured there against her will and is tied to the service of Candlekeep. And she won't hurt anyone, but she will talk a lot. And I'm putting...
I'll explain that to everyone.
And you said you're going to share her spelling. Oh, thank you so much. What type of dragon? As we're running.
It's long been forgotten. I would say with his history check, he wouldn't know. Besides, right now it's like a ghost dragon. It's a spectral dragon.
Gotcha. Yeah, is a spectral dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Can you also provide Alondo's prophecy
Yes.
in text
good.
form?
Good call.
Mm-hmm.
My cats are trying to break into my room.
I want to know what you're doing. Okay.
They've been fussy for some reason today. I don't know why.
All right. So you appear in Silvira's library, where you've been before. You see a lot of codexes, scrolls, books lining the bookshelf. You're looking for Elminster's Candlekeep Companion. Go ahead and make a perception check for anyone that wants to look.
Yep.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, that seems about right for Spence. That was a lot of words for him.
Sorry, did you say investigation or perception? Perception?
Perception, yep.
We're not very perceptive right now. It's a little bit.
As you're struggling
about
to
it.
find this book, you hear Silvira say, telepathically in your minds, "Hurry! One of the fiends broke through and it's on its way to you."
Yeah.
You see you hear
Come on, Pip-Yap, help us!
a devil at the bottom of the stairs starting to make its way up, but the stairwell is too narrow for it to fit, so it's taking a very long time. So I need everyone to roll initiative for me as we see if you beat this devil, or if you want to fight
Does
it.
Pip-Yap help us
Yeah,
with
Pip-Yap
searching?
can help. Yep, I'll have him roll in a sec. Where's the turn tracker? Uh-oh. Is it gonna refill? Are those the right ones? Okay, there. Alright, so we need Spinch.
Yes.
Pip-Yap.
Is Frisk with us?
No,
Was he
he's
at the
not.
meeting?
He didn't go to the meeting.
Was he there in the morning and like
Mhm.
normal and everything? Just
Yeah, he
didn't
walked you
wanna go
guys
to
to
the
the Emerald Door, but he wasn't invited to the meeting. And then Pip-Yap.
Is that weird?
Make
Are you
a
looking into that?
insight check. You don't think it's weird? You're not sure. You're not really part of Crisis Conclaves very often.
Okay, good call. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and I need to roll for the devil. But yeah, Vin. So you get another chance to look. Pip-Yap will give you help, so you have advantage.
Okay, great. Then knowing full well, even before hearing them, the devil was coming, and
Yes.
25 that do it?
This is the devil, by the way. And
Oh boy, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a big one.
yeah, the 25, yes. So you're able to find Elminster's Candlekeep Companion. You have to get to chapter 2. And you can use your turn. Well, your turn was used to find it, so someone needs to use their turn to read it.
Okay. I'll just set it down on the table and be like, got it.
Mm-hmm.
My job's done. Smart people. So just pointing around.
Yeah. Spinch, what would you like to do?
Is this difficult to read?
It's
Like,
something that
do
you're
I-
gonna need
do
to
I know?
memorize. So it's how good do you think your memory is as Spinch?
What
not big
role would that
words.
be?
Well, actually, it's Elminster wrote it, so it's gonna be like weird writing, like kind of like poetic, old-timey writing. So, yeah,
Can
it
I
would be like an
use?
intelligence save.
Yeah. Okay. Can I use my action to help someone
Yes.
else read it? Like, can I shine a torch above it to make the words super, super clear?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it like makes it easier for the next person who reads it.
Yep. So, Pip-Yap will, this is down at the bottom of the stairs, he's not up with you, will start, just yelling, hurry, hurry, hurry! Pavel.
I will go to the book and give it a shot. And I have not had enough wine this morning to read Elminster. Did I say that right? Elminster?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'll give it a go. I haven't slept. Maybe that's the same.
Yeah, exactly. You're a little drunk on no sleep. All right. So what this book has is a description of the caverns below Candlekeep, which is where you know Miriam lives, and you realize that it's also the incantation of a spell that will teleport you there. But you would all need to be in a circle or within a certain range of the book.
Okay, yeah, I'll yell at everyone to come and get next to the book.
Okay, so we'll say it's over by this desk. Vin brought it over. Spinch is helping. Pavel, put Spinch here, and Pavel's reading. So just Tamila and Shadow are out of range at the moment. So we'll use Tamila. Will you run up on your turn?
Yep, I will run up on my turn and hold an arrow for if I see a horned devil.
Okay. All right. You start to see the tip of a wing, not enough to shoot, because it like flutters in and out. But he's not quite up here yet, as he's still trapped on the stairs. Vin.
I am already next to the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. Or hold an action.
Yeah, I'll just hold an action. If it gets close, I'm just gonna attack it with my
Okay.
stick.
Great. All right, Spinch.
He hasn't. So okay, so Pavel has already read. So I will also, I guess, hold an attack for when he gets in range, if he gets in range.
Okay, Pavel, ready to say the spell?
I will attempt to do the spell.
All right,
From
roll a
the book.
d20 and add your spell attack modifier.
Is this a an ability check?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Intelligence plus your spell proficiency or something like that.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
is I'll have to roll it twice. So that
Mm-hmm.
is intelligence plus proficiency is my gosh. Okay, it's a +5.
There you go.
Wait, he gets advantage from me holding the light, or no?
A neutral roll
Yes.
from the exhaustion.
Exhaustion, yeah. So just a straight.
Oh, okay,
roll.
so
So
it's a
straight
straight
roll.
Cool. Okay, so I'll just do 1d20 plus 5.
Oh no!
As you say the spell, you all feel like your stomachs get upset as you almost got wrenched out of place, and you all need to make a con save for me.
Oh, I would not have advantage on that. That's a 6.
Okay. Vin is poisoned. Tamila is poisoned. Pavel is poisoned for one round.
You know what? Poison isn't actually doing anything.
Yeah. Okay. But that's Pavel's turn. Tamila.
Oh gosh, this is a death spiral.
Yeah.
So nothing. So if nothing happened, Tamila's just going to.
You just feel
just
sick all of a
continue to
sudden
hold-
as like there was definitely a magic that tried to like pull you away, but it stopped abruptly, and you just feel sick.
Pavel, don't do that. And then I'm just gonna continue holding my arrow. I'm just continue to hold my arrow for if I see the devil.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and unleash your arrows as he comes at the top of the round. He's just arrived at the top of the staircase and is taking a breather as he looks at all of you. All right.
No
so that
sneak.
hits. Okay, 7 damage. Anyone else had a range attack ready?
No, I was all close.
Okay. All right. So then it's your turn, Vin.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to help Pavel?
Spitch is
'Cause
already
I-
helping. So
Okay.
let's think.
Like further, I realize further help wouldn't be like
You
like
can
further
like hold his
advantage
hair
for-
back. Is there anything like a spell or an ability you want to use here? Like a normal action wouldn't help in any way, but if you have an ability that
Okay.
you think you can use.
Or you
Um,
can help him and then Spinch will square up.
well, here's the thing. I feel like we have to. How close do we have to be? Did Pavel say at all how close we needed to be to the book?
He would know that it has to. You have to be within 10 feet of the book.
Okay.
So if
Yeah,
I was
so
here,
squaring-
that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I think I'm just going. I'll grab a dart out and I'll just toss.
Yeah, you'd be fine
Yeah.
there. Spinch. Because let's say Pavel has the book, right? So if you're 10 feet of Pavel, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use that, yeah.
All right. Then I will just, if that's okay, I'll just move up to here.
Mm-hmm.
Or well, here. Spinch wanted to move up to there. I will move over to here and I will grab the light from Spinch so Spinch can go and protect.
Okay. There we go. All right, Spinch, what would you like to do? You protect?
I'm muted.
Yeah, sorry. If I can be within the range, then yes, I will move over
Yes.
here and be ready for when he comes within range. I'll test out my new knives.
Nice.
Don't
right,
lose your new
Pavel.
knives.
You make another straight roll.
I'm not gonna throw them.
Intelligence +5.
Yes, my turn.
Ooh, one higher.
Oh my god, you're so close. Okay. Yeah, so you all feel that retching feeling as you're being like pulled away, but it's abruptly stopped. Almost if you're on a roller coaster that stops midway down. Go ahead and make a another con save. See if you're poisoned this turn.
I'm good again.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm.
Oh, Shadow's good at least.
Shadow's
Yeah, my
great.
cat's doing fine. Yeah.
All right, Pavel's not poisoned. Not that it affects him that much, besides roleplaying. All right. So, Tamila and Vin, you do have the effect of poison for one round. Okay,
Great.
Tamila, your turn.
Mila is going to shoot at it again.
Okay, shoot.
no.
Unfortunately, that
Just-
actually scatters through this nice stained glass window and breaks it.
Property damage. The Candlekeep will bill you.
It was the Horned Devil.
Definitely the Horned Devil.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Pip Pip saw. He's gonna know.
All right. Vin, still helping?
Yeah, I'm gonna give Pavel one more chance before I give up on helping Pavel.
Okay, so that obviously doesn't matter for mine's natural one, but the attack rolls apparently are disadvantaged if you are poisoned.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. So
I did
yeah,
not know
you
that.
can't do worse. All right.
I'm like, all right, Pavel, you get one more chance, and then we're just gonna kill this thing.
Spinch.
Yeah, he will continue to hold here and
Oh,
be
wait, I
ready
forgot
to
to do
square
his
up.
turn. It would have been before Vin. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep,
He
Yeah.
probably
so-
would have came up. All right.
Yeah,
So I
so
release
your
my
turn.
held from before.
Yes.
20.
Nice.
Does that hit?
hits. Yep.
Cool. 7 piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Okay. All right. So he approaches. He attacks with his fork.
key.
First one's a 14.
That's immense.
Then with his tail, that's a 22.
Ooh, that hits.
All right, 9 piercing damage, and make a con save.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Con save. 13.
Okay, you feel the wound is particularly vicious in that it is like poisoned with something, and it hurts more than normal. It's burning.
I'll say, this burns.
Yes. And then he'll try a hurl flame at Pavel. He rolls a 10, and it starts to light a bookshelf on him behind him on fire. And that's it for his turn.
Cool. So since he's still within my range, I'll go ahead and attack. 24 for 7.
Hits.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do here. I don't think I can, so that's it.
Okay, at the end of your turn, I need to roll something. You take 8 points of damage from your wound as it burns.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, that's good enough. All right, so that is it for Spinch's turn. Pip Yap goes invisible. Pavel.
All right. Pavel is going to shove his hand into his pocket and grab hold of that silver coin and like close his eyes and like squeeze them closed. He's just saying, "Work, damn it, work!" And then he's gonna try again.
All right.
Oh no!
I'm gonna say you get advantage though. Mystra takes pity on you.
Oh, that's funny. You get a pity roll.
Okay.
All right.
Yay!
You feel the coin begins to feel like a pleasant, like a nice feeling, like a warm hug as you initially feel like your stomach is gonna retch again, but you end up all in the caverns away from this devil, in a dark cave, which is on the top right here. You see beneath the library fortress. And I think it's number 15.
At 15?
So you're all the way down
Boy,
there.
we are
Yeah.
deep.
Nice.
Yes. So. Yeah, go ahead.
I still have the book.
Yeah, you still have the book.
Okay. So I have the book in one hand, my other hand in my pocket, and I just kind of like open my eyes again. Like I look around. Thank you.
The coin, again, you feel that that warmness, that pleasant. You smell a little bit of like rose water, and it seems like she's pleased with that. And you are in a cave. So it's a wide tunnel. You see irregularly shaped stalactites hanging from the ceilings, and small crystalline mineral deposits line and also provide a little bit of light along the walls. And there is a faint silvery light ahead.
Is my pain still burning? Does that continue?
Oh, yes. So, yeah, I'm gonna need to roll one more time. 9 damage. You feel like this needs healing.
Attention.
Yeah.
Ow! It's still burning me.
I'll reach out to Spinch and I will heal him. Your wounds.
Okay. The magical healing heals the damage, but also stops the wound from getting worse. So you no longer
that
take
feels
that.
much better.
Yeah.
It kept burning me for some reason. It was like there was a fireworm inside me and it kept eating away at me.
Aww.
Thank you, Tamila.
You're very welcome. That's a little scary.
It did not feel good. I think if we encounter one of those again, we have to be careful.
Indeed.
Oh, goodness.
That
yes,
was
I
not
am
a fun
tired.
trip. Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Spinch is hurt. That's why he's saying that.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm sorry for yawning, but Pavel, where are we? This the dragon you were talking about?
Yes, I think we are supposed to be beneath Candlekeep. The dragon is supposed to be around here somewhere. And I like to look around.
Dragon, where are you?
You see the silvery light ahead begin to get closer.
Guys, is that light moving? Or am I really exhausted?
He'll rub out his eyes, making sure it's not an illusion.
I mean, should we go towards the light?
I think it is coming towards us. But let's
Silvery
go.
light? Do I know what a silvery light is? Underneath Candlekeep? So that's the dragon.
Well, she is a ghostly, a spectral dragon. It could be her.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be in favor. I'm gonna say yeah. That's probably it. No one comes down here, so she's probably interested in us.
All right, I'm gonna sneak towards the light.
Okay. You sneaking?
Or just start moving towards the light. Okay, I'll stop if you want.
You can. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go. I mean,
Let's do it.
what's
Okay,
the worst
wait.
that could happen?
It's just walked. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just walk. Yeah, okay, just walk. Never mind. Nor the rope. Just walk in.
All right. You see, as you approach, you see a library, but the books are scattered everywhere, and you see her large form weaving in and out of the bookshelves. As she turns to you all, she says, "Ah, some visitors. It has been such a long time since I've had anyone to talk to. Such a very, very long time. Who were the last ones? Ah, the drow, of course. Was that months ago? Or years? I do lose track of time, you see. And they weren't very talkative. Drow tend not to be talkative, you know. It was all swords drawn, charge into the battle with them. It made it terribly hard to carry on a conversation, though I did try. And who
I
met
have
you
not
all?
many male drow.
You haven't met any drow? Well, don't bother. They're boring. You
Oh,
seem interesting,
okay.
though.
Thank you. So do you. My name is
you.
Spinch.
Ooh, Spinch, hello. And who are you other folks?
And Tamila, this is Shadow.
Mm.
That's Vin and Pavel
And Piggy.
and Piggy. Oh, why am I blanking on her name?
Nebula.
Skull, Nebula, and Nebula.
Mm-hmm.
You seem like a friendly dragon. I heard dragons were bad, but you seem nice.
Would you like to hear my story, Spinch?
Ooh, yes, please. I would like to know more about you.
This is the best moment of my life. All right. So, she takes a deep breath. Okay. Once upon a time, there was
There are devils attacking above. I don't mean to rush you along. We're here for something in particular. The gateway originally used by the Hellriders to enter Avernus. Can you tell us where it is?
I can tell you.
Will you please tell us?
There once was a bearded devil who escaped from the battle of the Hellriders. Told me all about it. He was one of the best friends I ever had. We spent years talking together. Actually, I did most of the talking. Silly fellow impaled himself on a stalagmite. I could tell you if you listen to my short story.
Yes, please.
Yes. Once upon a time, there was a silver dragon with her lair near Baldur's Gate. I lived in a little hamlet called Oaklall's Beard. I don't suppose you've heard of that. Anyways, I was hunting all over the lands between the Sea of Swords and the High Moor, traveling south as the Cloud Peaks and north as Mount Hellrider. I loved flying beneath the blue sky. Hundreds of years ago, I was hunting near Candlekeep when I accidentally fried a group of traveling scholars. And even worse, inadvertently destroyed a collection of irreplaceable books. I thought they were a group of aurochs. A powerful arch-sorcerer named Torth, the first reader at the time, punished me. He sentenced me to 20 years beneath the caverns, protecting the fortress from underground attacks. Don't you think that's a bit harsh?
Yes. If I made an honest mistake and I was punished for 20 years, that would make me very sad.
Right. Well, he died 15 years after he set the punishment, before he could agree to free me from my bondage. A bit of an oversight on his part. So I've been stuck here. My binding was so powerful that no other mage can undo it. And I guess
So
he was
you
pretty
only
good with
have-
the spell.
You have 5 years left?
No. After spending hundreds of years patrolling the caverns, I myself died of old age. That was a joyful
no.
day. I thought I was finally free of my bonds. But that damn magic reached even beyond the grave. And here I am, still in my form. To say it was a rude shock is quite an understatement.
That is very sad.
Yes, one day I'd like to regain my body and fly beneath the blue skies again.
Is he died? Did he go to hell?
Ooh. I would think so. He certainly deserved it.
So you're saying if we let's say we found him in hell, it'd probably be worth quite a bit to you to be free, and just have him break down on a piece of paper hey, you're free now. Go home
Yes.
or whatever.
If you could do this, I could tell you where my hoard was. Should it not be
Okay,
looted by now?
that is good news. I don't really care about the horde too much. Pavel, you seem to enjoy having things, I guess.
Things are very nice.
So,
I'll tell you where to
Things,
find the
he said.
Hellgate.
yes,
that what
because
you
we
want?
listened to your story.
Yes.
But maybe if we can fix your situation, you can give us things.
Yes.
Mhm.
This is a deal. and I will be
You-
loyal to the deal.
We
What was
will
the
try,
name?
but we cannot promise.
Torth. High Reader Torth.
High Reader.
Yes, thank you for typing, DM.
You're my clicky clacks. There you go.
Mhm.
All right. And she smiles and says, "Anything else? I'd so hate for you to
Snitch looks
go,
around.
but I suppose you are in a rush."
Is there anything you'd like to tell us?
Oh, I could sit here and talk for eons.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I meant that would specifically help a group of adventurers that were about to travel to hell to do lots of things.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport you to this grove of trees. It's an illusion, and there's a duskwood tree in the middle of this grove. To reveal the Hellgate, this tree must be destroyed.
Does it fight back?
I
Where?
really like destroying trees.
Oh no.
Is there a non-tree related destruction thing that we could do? Like maybe like befriend the tree, or make the tree some cool trinkets.
Perhaps a high level dispel magic?
Okay, Pavel, you start working on that. Okay.
Does
I mean,
anyone have
is it-
five? Can anyone go back up with 500 gold and get me this?
Is it an evil tree? Is it like okay to destroy this tree?
It's simply what holds the illusion. It's not evil or good. Simply
Does
an
it
option.
fight
Wait,
back?
hang on. It's not a real tree, or is it a real tree?
It is a real duskwood tree, yes. But it is
Oh.
what the spell is bound to.
What is duskwood?
Vin?
It's a yeah.
Oh yeah, I was
Vin.
gonna say, does Vin know what duskwood is?
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll do. I'm gonna do. I guess it would be. I'll do carpenters with intelligence, which is not great for Vin, but
Mhm.
It's
17 though.
Hey.
17's
All
pretty good.
right. So duskwoods are very tall trunks with a flat top of leaves and foliage. They are smooth black bark, which appears kind of eerie as they're like this super tall, thin tree. They grow like 60 feet high. And the inside, the black bark, and then the inside was like a smoky gray. And it's pretty tough as iron,
Ooh.
Okay.
and resistant to fire.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Does,
Well, okay.
Does the word dusk have any special significance? I feel like I just read something about this, but it's all running together. Dusk. Illusion.
Well, Hallister Blackstaff's black staff is made of duskwood. How's that for a little fact? You could stay here for a long time. I have many little facts.
Oh my
Give me-
god.
Give me,
Oh,
just
money.
give me like 10 more, just off the top of my head.
We have time for 10.
The
Yeah.
scepter of Savras was also made of duskwood. Thyrsus of the Druid stays were often carved from duskwood. Duskwood trees were found in Cormanthar. They were found in the Nalanther Isles, in the unapproachable east, in Tethir. And they are, you can make a good breastplate out of it.
Okay.
Mm.
That's 6.
Interesting.
Keep going.
Okay.
Do you know anything about orcs?
About what? Sorry.
Orcs?
Oh yes,
Yes.
I know much about orcs. Yes. So
Can you tell me facts about orcs?
Sure.
You can just say that you said facts, DM.
Yeah.
Yes,
Vin is going to
goes
ask.
on. She
since-
keeps talking and talking and talking.
Yeah.
Vin will ask, since the wood is fire resistant, like, could you make like pots out of it, probably, or like something like that?
Yes, that would be a
Oh.
good use.
Yeah, that would be a good use. It seems like good material.
Yeah.
It does seem like good material. You know what? I'm okay with
He's
killing
like-
this tree now. It is sad to see it go, but I think we could repurpose it for a good use.
It would be useful, yeah.
Pavel, start making room in the bag of holding. We're gonna need to put a lot in there.
Perhaps there will be acorns.
Well, you know, I don't really
yeah.
have time to like watch a tree grow, so we're gonna take whole planks.
Yes, there are many other duskwood trees out there.
Is there a special way to cut it down?
I suppose an axe would be quite helpful.
Ooh, I have very sharp new knives that I can use.
That could work.
Do you have like a saw or an axe here in your library?
What-
You see her like comb through some dead bodies, and she
Oh,
pulls out
fun.
a hand axe and
Yeah.
throws it at you.
would my either carpenter's tools or
Yes.
Okay, Vin
Gonna
Vin
make
just
an attack
catches
roll
it.
for me.
It's fine.
Okay, there you
Vin
go. Oh
catches
yeah,
it.
you catch it.
Oh my god, that's so
Um,
fun.
DM, would you say that like my carpenter's tools would probably had like some version of a saw that I could probably use for that as well?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have such like practical plans. We're gonna go and we're gonna like harvest this tree for lumber. It's gonna like wake up and attack us. Y'all get that right?
Why would a tree wake up and attack you? Don't be
I
silly,
asked if it
Camilla.
would attack us. I had never heard a response from the
She
dragon.
did not respond.
She
Twice.
says, oh, well, I do believe there's a guardian of some sort there.
Hmm.
It shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
She waves her
Mhm.
finger, or her clawed finger, and you all appear in a beautiful grove of trees. And we'll end our session there.
She got
Yay.
uncomfortable and
These
said,
Yeah.
people were massacred.